should be good. Should be good.
What up?
Pull up chat.
What up? What up?
Hope
Oh yeah, I
everybody-
got full chat. Am I doing the intro for Henry? I heard you said it. Henry was requesting a Japanese intro.
Shout out.
Let me
Henry.
slaughter
Henry
this really
Daddy.
quick.
Henry
Okay,
Daddy
this is for Henry Daddy.
Japanese intro.
皆さんこんにちは。Beyond the Binder へようこそ。ホストのシャグナスティです。そしてこちらは私の素晴らしいコホストたち。AMPM、iPhone、サンアブオマック、そしてベーズショーケース。こちらから、すいません。I messed up. ぜひ最後まで楽しみください。There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go.
My mom was like looking from over there, like, "Whoa, is that anime?"
Yo, right.
You sounded like a narrator, straight up, and the little glitch with the mic completely worked.
Yeah.
Did it? I need to get a new mic. So my mic, I have to like hit it every so often to make it work because it'll just like, it sounds funky and I don't know what it is, but every so often you get like hit the shit out of it until it starts doing what it's supposed to do, but it does sound a little weird. I think I've just gotten used to it.
Funny. But yeah, for tonight's Beyond the Binder episode, everybody, just imagine it. Toonami inspired. Had that nice Japanese intro. We like to talk about Pokemon. It's a Japanese anime. Let's freaking go.
What you guys been looking topless?
Been up to?
Glad you like it. What you guys been what's showing up in your mailbox in the next 2 weeks?
What is showing up in my mailbox in the next 2 weeks?
I have something.
I have two things that, should be
Pokemon
popping
related,
up.
guys. Of
PSA
course.
subs. Yeah, I have 2 PSA subs and then 1 Bleach booster box coming.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's another gift.
You're ripping.
What about you guys?
I have one item in order from Danny Phantom. I ordered a few of the Chinese Gem 2 boxes. He had them on his website for $45 a box. Free shipping on orders if they were, I think, over $100 or something. So we bought a few of those boxes. We're gonna go chasing that sweet Eevee, that Chinese one.
Hell yeah. Toy Brigade.
Nice.
What
Which
up?
one is that?
There's like 4 like special illustration cards that are Chinese exclusive. So basically, this could be Evolving Skies 3.0 for Eevee collectors. You know, it's a Chinese
3.0.
exclusive set. You can't get these packs outside of China. I mean, you can. Like, I bought it from Danny Phantom, but they're Chinese exclusive. You can't just buy this card in Japanese or fucking Korean or in English or even in Spanish. It has to be that Chinese one, and I need to pull it. I want to get all 4 so I could get all 4 consecutively graded at PSA. That's the goal for PC, not for sale.
The gym boxes.
But we got a few boxes. Yeah, we got a few of the boxes.
Cool. That's really cool.
Toy Brigade. Baze, you're probably interested. It's a Hot Wheels channel. He used to be my chef. So shout out Mike. I found him recently.
Your chef?
Yeah, I found him.
You had a
recently on
chef?
YouTube. Yeah, I was sous chef.
I didn't know you were fancy like that.
Several.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it wasn't. We were a little wild, but we enjoyed it.
Nice.
That's cool.
Welcome.
I've done all kinds, guys. I've worked sawmills, restaurants, all, like whatever, name it. I've probably done it.
I
Besides,
like that, Merc.
build houses, like it's all over the place.
Nah, I like it because
That's
I've had
cool.
an extensive work history in a lot of places, so I share that commonality. Like, I like that. Like, you haven't just done one career path. It's
Slang
pretty
pieces
dope.
all day, dude.
Jack of all trades.
He said we slang that pizza.
Yeah, dude. It was like we had.
Hey,
It was a full
I was a
restaurant, and then we had
delivery
like
boy.
just a section of
Outs-
brick oven pizzas where you had to by hand throw it. It was cool, but
I was a
it was
pizza
all
delivery boy
windows, so
after
you
high
could see
school.
us making and throwing the pizzas and everything. It was nice. They
Nice.
closed down though.
Nice.
They couldn't make it without us, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything coming in the mail. I need to order black and white booster boxes, but I'm waiting like another week for the price to go down a little bit.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
quick shout out. FOMO, I got your box, bro. You sent a box over? I got
Yes,
it.
sir. Nice.
It's not open. I'm gonna save well, I don't know what's in the box. Can I save it until I get back to the channel and open it on the channel?
Yeah,
tier.
absolutely. And also that'll give you some time to heal, and then you'll be able to eat candy.
Yeah,
Wait.
I figure it'll be another week or two. It shouldn't be like long, but another week or two, and then I'll get back. Because I have
Yeah.
your box. I have a box from PokeJack that I was gonna open up on the channel. I know her box. I know what's in it because her box was like a purchase. And then I also have a third box, but I'm gonna open the third box off the air. So I'm gonna open that one like tomorrow probably. But I
Yeah.
have it in hand now. Yeah, SRR founder, big shout out. I got your mail, SRR founder.
IBH,
Yeah.
what's up? He's been trying to catch it live. I've been talking to him on Instagram. Seems like a cool dude.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
he was bummed out he couldn't make the last one because he saw the run back of us all in costume, and he's like, "Man, I wish I was there." that was a good episode.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on I got
Well,
AM
it's gonna
PM's
be
box at the post office. I just haven't picked it up. I tried to pick it up
I'm gonna
Friday and it wasn't there. And then I should be getting my tag sub too finally. Tag it
Dude,
says it's supposed to arrive on the 10th.
That's
Right?
crazy.
Bro, you just
Got
got the
ARS
mail.
back
How long
before
is
that.
it gonna take?
They
How
sent
long
that
is
shit
it?
on a they sent it on a ship, I think, because they sent it out on the second of May, and it's been in delivery since then.
If you just got that, how long is it gonna take to get mine?
Probably.
Did you go to you sent to Tag?
No, not tag. Like the piece of mail I sent to your PO.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Merc's box.
I have
Well,
no
we got-
idea.
I think you already got
That's
it,
gonna
Hanzo.
take a while. Did you get your tag shipped back to you finally?
Tag? No, that's what I'm saying. I'm
It's-
waiting for it
That's
to
the one
be
he's
on the
waiting on.
10th. On the 10th of this month, it should be arriving, it said. So those are the things I'll have in the mail is the Tag, 30 cards from Tag, and then AMPM's box that he sent. So that'll be really cool. I'm excited. I already know what one of the things was because I think you showed us on like one of the podcasts. You the Lola Bunny, the Lola Bunny card or something.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
You know what's
Yeah.
interesting? Nobody has talked about all the crap they're getting in the sense that nobody's buying anything. So why is that?
Well, I just did. I talked about the Danny Phantom order, the Chinese gem box
Buying
2,
singles.
the
Sure.
EV set.
But
Yeah.
I mean, like, generally we talk about what we're buying. We typically like say, oh, we got all this stuff, we got all that stuff. Now we're not really
Not much.
purchasing much. And why is that? I don't think it's because prices are too expensive. I think it's because people are speculating that something's about to happen any day now, right?
I'm still buying.
Katie, what's up?
I bought that
can't.
PokeJack order. There's a couple booster boxes in there.
What do you mean?
I just haven't showcased it. But like I'm still buying. I don't buy like that much.
Yeah. No, what I meant to say was like the common denominator is that I don't think a lot of people are buying right now.
You feel like not a lot of people are investing? Like that type of buying? Or
Investing, sure. Just not buying with the turmoil that is the hobby right now. Like everyone's waiting to see what's going to happen. Well, just like with Prismatic, it just crashed down.
Everybody's in
And then
limbo.
we see
We're just-
certain YouTubers get called out for it. So it's kind of a hectic situation. And then Destined Rivals, right now people are like, wait, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Are they going to reprint? When are they going to reprint? Is it coming in 2 weeks? Is it coming in 2 months?
Yeah.
And this all revolves around the new sets, of course. So what
Yeah,
do you
My
guys?
mic's not working.
I'm definitely holding on to money right
What do you-
now. Definitely. Just because it's just, I don't know. It's too much speculation. When I've got like so many people making predictions, that's when it's like, man, yeah, I'll just cool. I'm good. Like I don't need the stuff right now. Like if I don't think new people in the hobby realize that you can literally buy any card from any set. They're not scarce. Like they might be more expensive, but you can still go get any card. Shut off.
He's gonna come back. He just has to reset his thing, I think, or it's either that or one of his kids maybe walked in.
And Merc, did you see that your mic is low?
Yeah, I should have. I mean, I haven't really been
Yes.
talking, so I don't know. Should
Um,
be good now.
honestly, guys, dude, I'm still doing the same fucking shit. I'm still buying shit. I just fucking bought some Hot Wheels because that's what I've been finding lately. So I've been going on Hot Wheel hunts a lot lately. I bought some more Labubu shit because I like Labubus right now. So I got some Labubus. I have Labubus. I have Hot Wheels. I got Pokemon stock. I have a bunch of shit on hand I have to open.
Katie, sorry
I
to hear
just
that.
haven't been able to run like a live stream, you know?
Yeah.
So I just haven't like opened it or showcased it because I haven't like ran the show, so to speak. But I'm still buying shit. Like I'm still accumulating shit because I know once I get back to it and start streaming again, I need shit on hand, right? But I've got a few collection tins. I've got a few booster boxes. I've got a few collection boxes. I'm still trying to get a special premium collection, the super special collection or whatever, the Eevee one,
Yeah.
the prismatic one. Yeah. I
That's
just
good.
haven't been able to get one like at MSRP or close to it. Like I'm not gonna pay fucking $300 for that shit. I'm gonna get it for like 80, 90, 110 is the most I'm willing to fucking pay. Like 120 after taxes, like that's the most I'm willing to pay.
Yeah.
But if I don't get it right now, I'll
Right.
just hold on to that money until I find it, and then I'll get it.
I just-
But I'm still doing the same shit.
I
I'm
haven't
still
felt.
buying everything.
Go ahead. I haven't felt pressured to buy
No, I'm
anything.
done. Yeah.
Like, are you guys like? I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything necessarily. Like it's not.
I'm burning myself out.
I've been selling some shit
from
and saving
plays.
and buying a few
Yeah.
singles, but kind of just getting ready for the next order. Keep what I want, sell what I can, do it again.
I actually
Is
was burning myself out up until recently when I realized I have enough, so I can take my foot off the gas. But yeah, there was a moment in time, like about in February, I think, where just everything was going up, and I was just getting brain fried, thinking, speculating, and getting like analysis paralysis on what to pick, what to choose, and go like full throttle with. Now it's
I
just
don't
like,
know.
now I'm just like here. I'm just waiting for it all to go down.
What's your guys?
I got a question.
Huh?
I had a question for you, iFomo. In the
Go ahead.
way that you phrased the question, could it be because of the different ways that we choose to make our purchases that there is that feeling which you said? Because you know how you said like you're not really buying anything right now, but in the past we have brought up how often do you buy for PC for personal collection versus to grade for sale,
Never.
right?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Everything. So me, all right, check it out. For me, everything I fucking buy is gonna rot with me. It's gonna be with me, or it's gonna be for a giveaway. It's gonna be for my show on my channel. That's it.
Right.
So that's the way I see it. It's a product. It's an investment because I need it to run the show, or I need it because I want it because I just want to like open some shit and I collect because
What's up, Glenn?
it's probably tied to my OCD. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not buying shit because I'm like, hey, I'm gonna buy this box because I'm gonna sell it and make a 40% gain, and then turn around and invest that into this slab to make a 200% gain. Like, it's still just because I'm like, all right, this is cool. This is some cute shit. This is some cool shit. I'm like, fuck it. I got some money that's burning a hole in my pocket. Let me fucking get it because I'm here right now and this product is in front of me. A bunch of it is impulse buys because I'm not good with money and I like buying shit. I'm their ultimate customer. You, on the other hand, are buying to flip, to grade, to make money off of. When everything is shit because of the market, because of how things are, it makes sense for someone like you to take the foot off the gas and stop pumping money into it because it's a high risk, low return. So it doesn't make sense investment side. But you know what? People like me are dumbasses who still need that cute Pikachu card to just put in my binder so I could look at it when I feel like shit, and then I could put it away for 3 months. And I'm
This
still
is
gonna
PC.
fucking
What's
go
the
chase
question
it out
though,
of the
Baze?
set.
What are we getting
So
to?
No, well, that's my question was, is it because of how we're different in what we're purchasing? I'm purchasing it because I'm a dumbass collector. He's purchasing because he's an investor who's trying to flip it.
I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's just how the market is right now.
But the market's
And
the same for me when I pay at MSRP. I don't pay secondary prices
yeah,
like
but
how
you
I'm
don't
waiting on
have,
that EV box.
there's a lot of factors that determine that though, because just the fact that you're putting, like for example, in my situation, I'm putting large amounts of money on
Yeah,
one card and multiple of them at a given time, or one big purchase of one big card that's very expensive. So like
yeah,
money is a contributing factor to every single purchase that I make, because if the item is not as described like in the pictures and I get something of lesser quality, it's going to affect my end profit, you know?
yeah.
So yeah,
And then that affects how you could keep in turn getting more cards and keep it like
yes.
like a turnkey operation, right? Where it's almost automatic. I buy
Where
this much, this is my percentage, I get this returned back, I can buy this much again, expand, now I get this much profit, this is my return, and then you just keep going from there, right?
yeah. Whereas I see it for people collecting that it doesn't matter as much whether it's the price. The price is the price, but they want to collect it, right?
Hmm.
Do you view it
It's
that way
it
for
depends on
yourself?
it's true because it depends on how bad you want it. Like one example would be I did not get the Pokemon Celebrations UPC at MSRP. That one I got a couple years after it released, but I wanted to pull the metal Charizard and the metal Pikachu from a fresh box in case
What's up,
they
big,
came
big
out looking
penguin?
like 10s to grade. So that is one of those boxes that I paid a little higher for. Um, but I didn't pay cash. I traded product for it. But either way, like I traded like whatever its market value was at the time. You get me? And
Yeah.
that was because as a collector, the whole goal was I could have got the Charizard and Pikachu cards by themselves, looking clean to grade, but I would have paid what the whole cost of that box was and not gotten the fun cost of all the packs that I was opening inside. And I tied it
It's the
into my
best one.
500 subscriber live stream, so it also fit the suited. It's fit the
It looks
need
so
which
good.
was suited for the stream, which was the product to run the stream, and that's how I ran the game, which resulted in giveaways. So for me, that box was worth it, but only because I run a YouTube channel, because I hit that 500 milestone celebration, because I didn't pay cash but traded product towards it. Like there was a lot of extenuating factors, but in the end of the day, I think when I got the box, it was like $300. The value for that box when it came out, it was 120. So I overpaid in that sense, but I also did get it a couple years after it had been released, and I wasn't able to find it on the shelves, which is why I did do it. But I try not to do that like nowadays with the stuff I'm getting because it's stuff that just released. You get what I mean? If it's stuff that just
Definitely.
released, I'll wait around for it. But
Yeah, you got
all right,
time.
let's say Evolving Skies, packs of those come out. Somebody has them. It's a fresh booster box. I'll pay 30, 40 bucks a pack or two to see if I pull the Moon Bunny. I'm fucking down because I'm still chasing
That's a
them.
lot.
You're what the people are looking for, Baze. You were
Yeah,
right there.
I
Yeah.
know I am.
Yeah.
The way
I'm their perfect customer.
the way I see it, you view it as get product for either
For fun.
splitting it into several into packs for multiple people, or
Mhm.
split it up so you can give away in a certain fashion. So it's not that far off from what I do. It's just I think yours is more for fun. Mine is
Yeah,
for profit, right? It's
yeah. That,
essentially,
that's the biggest thing. You hit it
yeah,
on
it's
the head.
essentially the same thing. It's just that you have a little you have a little bit more consideration involved because you're dealing with your channel. You want to be fair for everybody, et cetera, et cetera. But you're
Mhm.
still operating it as if it were a business. Not that you would consider it a business, probably.
Non-profit.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
those are the
I would
worst.
say that I would operate it like a nonprofit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
But
take
you're
that
still
100%.
professional about it. You think that
It's
you're like your
organized.
own, yeah. It's like
It's
you're
Yeah.
the
organized, I'll
face
give
of
you that.
your
It's just
showcase.
different goals. I mean, different goals
Well,
in the hobby.
if you think about it, Base Showcase is my brand. It is
Yeah.
my company. It is what I am the representative of it. It's not just me. It's Brian, Sandra, and Yesenia. So I can't do something that makes the company look bad, right?
Yeah.
Pinky,
I gotta
hi
make sure the
baby.
company looks good. Like, it's true, and it is organized. There is money involved because it is a YouTube channel that makes money. It doesn't make a profit though, because you're right. All of it goes back into the channel. But what I'm saying is, I'm still buying regardless. You know how you're saying you're not really buying right now because of how everything is. Everything is how everything is, and people like me are still buying because the show must go on, and I've still got to have some fun. I just
Good
got to
point.
be smart about what I get. So I'm not gonna pay $280 or $300 for
Question.
Rivals, but I'll get it at MSRP if I can get my hands on it, which is what I'm still trying to do when I go on these little hunts through these vending machines.
All right, Shug, what's up?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask how. I have a couple questions to ask. But
Yeah.
what do you guys think of the black and white set? I think we talked about it a little bit, but now that everything's out, like the set list is out, what do you
Oh.
guys think of it?
Congratulations, Shug and AMPM Pokemon, on your videos released of the black and white set today. Spoiling
thank
it
you.
for little old Eddie with all the damn cards you showed.
Spoiler. Oh, nice. I forget that too.
Sorry.
There's a soundboard.
I mean, it's out now, right?
Yeah.
I didn't feel bad about it because it's out, but like, but
Just
yeah,
for that,
the more and more. What?
Nah, just for that, they should open the box and show you what you're getting eventually from me.
I'm curious. But yeah, the more and more I look at the set, I think I was kind of like wasn't too excited about it, but the more and more I look at the arts and stuff, I'm really actually like it a lot, and I think it'll look really cool like in a binder together.
You wanna hear my hot take?
I kept calling it what did I say, Meliota in the video.
Melioda. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought I was calling it Meliota,
Like
and then
Meliodas.
I realized after, and then you'd said something too. And I'm like, oh my god, I was just going on and on. But that's my favorite card I think in the set. Besides like the all black Zekrom, the all white Reshiram, I think that Meloetta is really really cool.
I think it's great.
I got two things to say, but I want to hear what AMPM Pokemon has to say first because I know he's been waiting for a little bit.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, Shug freaking beat me to it. He's got that Japan. He's already a day ahead, so I was like, dang it! I don't know. I thought I was gonna make one that weekend, and then I saw his when I woke up, and I was like, that son of a bitch. But,
Paul's video, 47 minutes long, by the way. It was a perfect video to run. Shug's, I think yours was 16,
18.
17 or 18? 18 minutes.
Yeah.
There we go. See, I'm almost spot on. I saw both of them. I didn't comment on either one of your videos.
Thank you.
No, I did. I
did
commented
too.
on Paul's. Paul,
He's
expect
cool.
You didn't comment on mine.
TikTok video, the TikTok video, right?
sure, I mean, I
Was-
can
Yeah.
say that here, or I can make a video about it. I don't care.
Either or, man. That just sounds cool as fuck to me,
Oh,
bro.
You want me to say it here? It's not even work. Like it would be like a 2-minute video. It's just.
Then just do it here. Yeah, just do it
What are you
here.
talking about?
So I had
Go.
I had a TikTok, I had an Instagram, I had a YouTube, and yeah, those are the three things. So I recently made a Discord, and I'm trying to just set everything up. I don't know, to try to build the community or whatever you know. But
Oakson,
yeah.
if you know Oak, you know he's cool as fuck. Get in there. Join the
He's in
Discord.
his Discord.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Professor Oak. Yeah, he's in the Discord, and some other people joined. But I was so when I first started, I was making long form videos, and then I was like cutting. Son of a. Hold on a second. Y'all talk.
All right, give us your opinion on the set, Merc, or whoever hasn't gone yet, I guess.
I like it.
Like the Ferris wheel.
I'm disappointed with the Haxorus though, to be honest. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
I
I like it, but it needs more. I want more.
It could have been
I
more.
want more.
Okay.
Yeah, besides just staring
Really?
at
Yeah.
railroad tracks, like.
We gotta,
Give me an
Yeah, I
essay
agree.
on-
He
give me
looks
something-
really cool, but I think he always looks cool. But I get what you're saying. They could have did something really cool with it,
Yeah,
maybe,
give me-
or just did more with it.
or a little more.
is that your
It looks good.
Do you like Haxorus?
Yeah.
Is that like one of your favorite dragons?
Gen 5 is Haxorus, Min Shao. I like Victini a little bit. Green
Nice.
Celebi, but I like it. I don't know. Those are probably top.
I'm trying to get that Victini card,
Besides, like
the all red one.
Zekrom and Reshiram, obviously, but
Yeah.
yeah.
The all red one looks pretty dope, bro. That one's gonna be in the English release. I think it's gonna be a promo, right?
Didn't say.
Yeah.
Did it?
I'm not sure.
I think in English
Yeah.
it's going to be a promo, which
Oh wow.
what does that mean? Are they going to stick it in a UPC?
It's gonna be in a box. Yeah, it's gonna be in a box. I don't know if it's a UPC or just a regular like other box. You know, like a poster collection or something like that. But it's gonna be like a promo.
To put a promo of that rarity in a box, that's a statement.
They
That's
already
the
did it.
Greninja,
They
right?
did it with the 151 UPC.
Yeah, pretty
the
much.
Mew
I was gonna
promo.
say.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also the Vaporeon box and the Flareon and Jolteon box with the alt art for Sword and
Oh,
Shield
yeah.
era.
And
Those are
it's
beautiful. And also the one with the was it the Kingdra and the freaking what's the other one? The Greninja?
Yeah.
SIR
the
boxes?
Team
Yeah.
Gambit.
Yeah, those are sick. Yeah, so they've done it in the past, so it's not way too out of the norm. This is what I think about the black and white set, bro. I'm getting sick ass Crown Zenith vibes, but in a good way. Crown Zenith was exciting for me because of the Galarian Gallery having 70 cards in it. It was a big subset with half of them having texture and half of them not having texture. I was excited as shit for it. Also, it kind of reminds me of the shiny sets, like what was it? Shining Fates or like Hidden Fates, where they have the shining subset with the baby shinies. It always has such a big subset. This is gonna have what 150 something cards, 156 for the SIR or IR subset. So that's what it reminds me of. A set that is featured heavily on the subset. It's going to be easy to get the main set. It's going to be so easy to master that portion. The subset is where it's going to be at. You're going to have to go through packs and packs and packs, and you're going to have to trade for it, which is what this game's all about. You trade, you get involved in the community and whatnot. So for Pokemon, it's going to be a big W. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to like buy a bunch of it. I'm going to try to master it. And yes, it's going to suck, but I'm one of those dumb people that likes to master the sets that I open. So I'm going to do it.
Somebody said it's like 800 cards if you do all the reverses too, because it has Master Ball and Pokeball reverses. It's like 800 cards to get everything. That's wild.
It's going to take me years. It's going to be something that's going to take me years. It's going to be a journey. But when I finally complete it, I'll make a big deal out of it. I'll make a video, throw it on the
That'd be a
channel.
cool.
It'll
That'll be a
beautiful.
cool binder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. It is a W. I think just giving everybody so many options. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
In this time at least, I'm sure it wasn't planned, but it's a nice relief, you know. Hopefully the pool.
Have you seen
race
that?
The end of the year
jumbo
set's
packs
gonna be badass.
So these they have the packs that have 35 cards in them. There's only 4 packs in this box.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Each pack has a
Learn from
guaranteed
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
IR or
they're like little half decks.
Have they
They're
done
little
that
half
before?
decks, but they have all ARs. Every pack has an AR, and then there's multiple regular hollows, which they did bring back those cool like black and white era hollows where they're like lines, you know.
Yeah.
So they look really like nostalgic, but I wasn't expecting 4 packs in a box.
Yeah, that's trippy.
I'm gonna open one tonight with my kids. One of these jumbo pack boxes because what?
1 pack each.
Yeah, 1 pack each, and I'm gonna give the 4th one to my wife because she likes opening them. She doesn't collect, but she likes to open them. She just likes gambling.
Same as me.
She just likes to see if she can hit it.
The hit
But
that's what she calls
but
it.
I think they're really good. Like so, like I don't know. They're for some reason they're going for like 4,000 yen more than the regular box. These boxes, but there's no guaranteed SR. There's no guaranteed SR or SAR though that I know of. It's just a guaranteed AR. The other box has a guaranteed. The regular box size boxes with the 30 packs, they have a guaranteed SR or SAR. But these I feel like are really good for like really really good for like kids. The fact that they can buy a pack and get like a guaranteed there's like you get like 6 hollows in a pack
Yeah.
with 1 AR.
Well,
That's like really cool.
Doug, but in this one, every pack has a guaranteed AR, right? In the one that you just showed.
Yeah, in that one, yeah.
Hell
And
yeah,
in the other
Tilburg.
one, not every pack has a guaranteed AR. There's going to be dead packs in it, right? So if you're reselling
yeah.
in a shop,
The regular ones.
it's gonna be better for you to resell the mega pack, which has the guaranteed AR, versus the regular packs in the regular box where somebody could get a dud pack and be pissed off because they feel like they spent money for nothing.
So what's the price difference? Is there one?
Like
4,000 yen.
like $30.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's that guarantee
$750
right
more
there.
per
Is that
pack.
30?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But no guaranteed SAR, which is usually the more expensive cards, you know? So I just thought it was interesting that
That is true.
even though you don't get the big hit guaranteed, you can.
Well,
it's more
wait.
expensive.
This set has every
Henry Daddy's in
Pokemon
here.
is gonna have. He is. Hey,
What's up, Henry Daddy?
All right, so Shug, check it out. This set, every Pokemon has a guaranteed AR or SAR, but they haven't differentiated on who gets what unless you look at the leaks, right? So what if in
It's
the
not
Mega
leaks
Pack-
anymore.
The whole
Well,
set's
it's
out.
out now, right? Yeah,
The whole damn
that's
thing.
true. That's true. But this is what I was gonna say.
Which is crazy.
In terms of the AR that's guaranteed, since you have a minimum of an AR guaranteed per pack, does that mean that every pack has the shot at having an SAR in the AR slot? Because the AR slot means minimum of an AR, but if you could get an SR or SAR with that big box that you have, you could technically get lucky and all 4 packs have an SAR if fate bestows its luck upon thee.
Yeah. I love
get
where
what I
you
mean,
put
or
that. No, I get what you're saying. I don't think for Japanese that would be the case just because of how hit rates are with boxes. Maybe for English that'll be a thing if they have a jumbo pack, but I don't know if they are. I don't think they are
Only in
actually,
this
right?
set, I think they could do that. Because in this set,
Maybe.
every Pokemon has the AR or SAR. So I
That's the
figured
big one.
that means every Pokemon has a quote unquote hit potential. So there's more to choose from that pile. Oh, dude, that's a sweet card. Jesse James, yeah.
Almost got the fire.
Yeah, this all came out on the last sub.
But you not getting any 9s, man? They're all 10s, bro. You don't get any 9s?
I do.
Right. That's what I want to know.
There's a 9.
There you go.
Oh, it was
Still worth a bunch.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
it's still
Resubmit.
like $300.
Oh, give me that one.
Oh,
That's
damn,
my
the
favorite.
stretchy. That's kind of crazy, Pokemon.
This is like Pop 30. 39, I think.
Pop
And
69.
Pop 30.
So did you guys?
And
When does physical media cease to exist? When do they stop selling
Oh,
games?
dude.
And does
They've been
do they stop?
trying.
Right?
Is it only our generation
Wow.
and the one after us that cares? Like our little brothers and sisters that played the games with us, like they'll care, but like,
if
is
kids
it gonna stop?
grow up with digital media and no physical
There's nothing
media,
else.
if we
Right?
get transition to that point, then yeah, absolutely. They're gonna forget all about materialistic objects because there's just not gonna be a necessity for them.
Well, the Switch 2 games aren't actually games; they're just keys.
Cartridges, right?
Yeah, the game is on the
but
Switch
that's still a
itself,
physical item.
which is crazy.
I mean, this is all the slow transition of trying to make physical items digital. And trying to like incorporate that value into digital assets versus materialistic assets. It's never going to be
dive
the
down
same.
this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Let's dive
Yeah.
down this rabbit hole. I like this.
Let's
one.
not.
Say it
Oh,
goes deep.
man.
Why? This is a
No,
good
we
We got
one.
two physical
All right.
media collectors here.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so much. Because I'm a physical media collector.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I think.
So,
Go ahead.
alright.
Oh, who's
yeah,
going?
I'm not going. I'm going dead last on this shit. I got
Okay.
I got so much to unload, bro. Y'all do this first.
Okay, I do not like digital.
Sorry.
I don't like digital media because I just I can't resell it and I can't hold it, and I like holding things. I don't know. I'm a weird like. I don't know. I
Boomer.
like. I'm a collector. I like holding. I like this little guy. I like this little guy. I like holding him. And if it was a picture of him on my fucking computer, I couldn't hold it. And then no, I think
It's mine, right?
I don't know if it'll ever go all digital, but maybe our grandkids one day will want to watch Viva La Bam and they'll download it LimeWire on their fucking brain chip and it'll get a virus and kill them.
Yeah, explode, short circuit.
I don't know.
That's funny.
Appreciate you, Toy Brigade.
Eddie, you can go. I don't really have anything to say. I don't like digital.
All right. So no one else has anything else to say on this one?
I do, really quickly. I don't care for hard copy media. Like, I could give two Fs if I didn't have it. Like, give me the digital thing. I don't got to worry about losing shit. I don't got to worry about taking it in and out of the console if it's a game. Let me just download it and press start to play. Like, that's super easy. I love it.
I think it only matters for me like a specific games. Like I would like to get Rampage eventually. Like a
Yeah.
Okay, like old games, I get that. Like with old games, yeah, like I would be down for that. You guys ever play? Sorry, really quick before you go, Eddie. You guys ever played Heretic, the old PC game?
Yeah.
It was like it was like Doom.
Oh no.
Like but it was like a first-person shooter. It was an old game. It came on a floppy disk. That's how old it was. But I remember playing that. It was my first PC game. Maybe even before. It came out before Pokemon, so it might have been before Pokemon. That was like one of my first games I played. My uncle had it, and I would love to buy that game, like hard copy sealed.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they have it, but sorry. Go ahead, Eddie.
hard copy floppy.
So
disk.
my question, before I start, because we're going down this rabbit hole, we really are. Shug, I had one question for you. Why, for older video games, you do prefer the physical media? Why?
It's just collectible.
Okay.
Newer
Like,
stuff,
so-
I don't
and
really
is it-
care.
Okay. So you don't really care for emulators of older games?
I mean, that's a digital thing.
Well, you could have a physical emulator, like the mini console.
Like a Raspberry Pi or something. Yeah. I
it
think
has
like
to
yeah,
be
like those
built into
the remastered Game Boys that aren't actually Game Boys.
Yeah.
Like
Virtual
those things are
Boy.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think FOMO showed me the podcast with Logan Paul and the guy that made it a long time ago. But yeah,
So-
that's cool.
But then again, you can
Do
just
you
get like a
consider
Steam Deck.
that? Do you consider that as a valid replacement for like the other option of having the original Game Boy with the original Pokemon games with the batteries with the
Bootleg
little
copies.
screen light you used to have back in the day?
If
You
I'm
get me?
if
That
I'm gonna play
nostalgic
it,
feeling.
if I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna get the like enhanced version that somebody made with a colored screen, LCD screen. If I'm gonna collect it and just have it on a shelf, I would love to have like the original Game Boy. It just depends on what I'm doing with it.
You want to know what's funny? I'm weird. I'd rather have the old Game Boy that I can just turn on, put the cartridge in, put some fresh batteries in, and have that old feeling that I used to have when I played with the actual Game Boy I had as a kid.
My
I'd rather
eyes hurt
have-
thinking about that though.
No, it's cool.
Like, it's so hard to see the screen on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little
that's the
DS,
point,
and
though.
that's still
It's
hard
the
to
point. I want to have that nostalgic feeling. I want it to be crude. I want it to be not as refined. I want it to be original.
That
I
makes
can't
sense.
Get that? I can't get that without collecting physical media. I still have all my Blu-rays. I've talked before about how extensive my Blu-ray collection is. I have a DVD collection. I have a video game collection. I have a collection of trading cards, collection of Hot Wheels. I have lots of physical collections, and a lot of these things you could get digitally as well. But I opt out to getting a physical variant of something over a digital variant of something
Baby.
because it is something tangible that's real that I can get and I can hold and I can feel. I know that what I'm doing is I'm going to the store, I'm going with cash in my fucking hand, 10, 20 bucks, and I go, here, store guy, give me this product. It is now mine. No one can take it away. This is my shit. And then I go home and I do whatever the fuck I want with it because it's mine. But you know, when you get something digitally, you're just renting it.
So do
Here
you?
in California, there's a law that just passed. It showed anybody that buys a game digitally has to be disclosed that it's just a rental, and at any given moment the company can take away the license and you lose your fucking collection that you paid all this money for. And like AMPM said, you can't resell it, you can't make any
Yeah,
money
but all
off
that
of
all
it.
the
But
all
if
the
I
consoles are
physically
gonna
have
get
something,
outdated anyways. Like
but look at people that collect old Atari consoles that don't work. They're still collecting the physical body of that Atari console, and that's what they want to put up
well,
in
I'm
a
saying as
display
far as like the
somewhere.
digital stuff, the like I don't I don't
Oh
know.
wait, then maybe I misunderstood what you said. Go ahead and repeat.
Well, after a while, all the servers are dead and everybody's offline, and they're not playing the old consoles anymore. If you're playing digital, because most of this shit's online anyways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, for some games, I get it. I don't know.
Well, that is a good point. Nowadays, there are servers after a certain amount of time that the product isn't being sold for, it just shuts down, you know?
That's true.
If
But if you have a
everything's
physical game,
multiplayer, the only thing that's going to survive speculatively would be the stuff that has a story mode or doesn't operate on multiplayer. That's an
yeah,
interesting
that's
point.
true.
Good point.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
but you're
Because there's games that the servers go down for, and you can't play multiplayer games on anymore that are old, that used to be able to be played online. So it has happened, and people go, "Oh, you get like a notice. The server's gonna go down on this date," and all you could do is just play like the story mode. You're right, but you could only do that if you physically own it. If it's a game that's just online, that's just licensed, when the server's down, bye bye for the campaign and for the story mode,
Well,
because
what
the
about
whole
okay? What about
fucking
this?
game's
What
gonna
about
go down.
this? Well, shit. Okay, what if
I
I'm
got
playing? What's an old game like? An old
Kingdom
game,
Hearts.
Modern Warfare 3. Everybody's online. What if that game is digital now and it's updated and everybody's playing on the new consoles, but you still got your old console and your old, I guess your physical media does, like, wouldn't you want to play with everybody else? At that point, do you care about the physical media of having, I don't know, I guess
But
you just
what
wanted to
you're
own it,
saying,
right?
no, what you're saying is different though, because people are gonna play the new remastered version on the new system. That's on a different server than the old classic version on the old classic system on the old classic server, which is a different feel. Because if you played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 when it first came out versus the new release, it was a different fucking feel.
Eddie wants 8-bit
Remember they
graphics.
re-released it?
I wrote down a random analogy if you guys want to hear.
This
Yes.
is what it is. Think about this. All right, when you're a kid and you're growing up, and they come out with this TV at this certain frame rate with this certain resolution, right? That's the top dog, and that's what you grew up with seeing as top dog. You get older, and there's other things that come along, and they're the top dog. But you're not buying a new TV every year because you bought this TV and you're gonna hold on to it for such a long time. So you do get stuck in that era where this was the top dog, this was the TV I got, this is what I still have 5, 6, 7 years down the road. Well, at this era, this is what came out. At this era, this is what mates with it. At this era, this is the console that was top dog with this TV. This is the game that was top dog on this console. And if you want that ultimate nostalgic feel, because that's what was the shit back in the day, and that's what you had,
I do
you
want
gotta still have it so you could rock it. You know what I mean?
I do want a DVD
Like,
player, VHS TV in one, but I'd have nowhere to put it. I don't need it. I just want it, like, just to have one again.
yeah.
I think AMPM he recently talked about this, but have any of you gone and like had nostalgia to go get an old game that you played and you're like, oh, that was like the best times, and then you actually go get it, you start it up,
Shit.
you start playing, and you're like, it just doesn't feel the same. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is terrible.
Twisted
I
Metal.
would never
Um,
put myself in that situation.
The old Twisted Metal game.
I've
Stuff buried in here. I would never do that to myself.
like I bought Spyro the other day for my kids, the remastered Spyro, and I was like, oh, this game was the shit. And then I played it, and it was fun, but I got like over it super quick. I was just like,
Yep.
The same
I have
game.
had that.
yeah.
One game I've played over and over and over again is Emerald, and I think Leaf Green. I always play those whenever. Well, I have stopped playing Pokemon, but that was my go-to games when I was like growing up. So middle school, high school, some of college, even when I was working customer service at restaurants, that would be
UAP?
my kill time game. You know?
UAP, are we live, chat?
I hear you, FOMO.
So
What's up, UAP?
check this
UAP's in
out.
here?
Yeah,
I
UAP's
also
in here.
had
I shared it out, so.
What up, UAP?
I also had that happen,
Jeez,
but
I
like
haven't seen
in the
this dude in a
opposite.
minute.
I played
The
Mega Man
opposite?
X. Yeah, Mega Man X, like the old
Uh-huh.
one. I played that, and dude, that game, it's badass, bro.
It's
Like
better
I
now?
like it more now. I
Mega
feel
Man.
like as a kid, maybe it was like harder on me than like I realized, and now it just seems a little easier. So I feel like I'm enjoying the game and just kind of like, I don't know, like I'm playing the game and I'm like, all right, I'm rocking out on this game right now.
It's
Like this
still
is
linear,
kicking
right?
ass.
Mega Man X. That's with Red Mega
Yeah,
Man too, right?
it's still it's still the same. Like I
Or the
I
red
legit
guy.
played like the same old Mega Man X game, but it's just playing it after not playing it for so long. Like I thought, oh, it's gonna be like kind of slow and sucky. Nah, like it feels like a legit, like fluid, like
Well,
nice
those
video
games
game
are
to me.
they're more replayable, like a Crash Bandicoot or like a Sly Cooper, like a linear game, like that you if you
Yeah.
die and you want to keep going, you keep going and keep going.
Hmm.
Those are pretty replayable, but like a Twisted Metal is just
Ooh.
it's good, but
Well,
it's like it's so
I haven't
blocky
replayed it, but
now.
that was my shit.
Yeah, I loved it too.
those are
Thumper
fucking
was I
fun.
played Thumper all the time.
Uh, Clown and
Do you remember Thumper?
I don't
Uh,
remember
The
uh,
his
pink
name.
Impala with the
I
napalm?
remember the Pink Impala. Yes, I don't remember names.
Yeah.
oh,
I think I had
Or
Tombstone.
was it the one with the ice cream truck?
I
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah, the fire clown guy.
Forgot,
Yeah.
man. Forgot all about that game.
Okay, here's
What sucks about video games nowadays? It's not even. I like. It doesn't even come with the whole game. Like even though you're buying the physical copy, it's not the whole game. And unless you have internet, you don't get to play it. You put
That is weird.
you put the brand new disc in, and it says, okay, you have to update. Like it's like half the game, and the other half has to download on your console. So it's just it's not even really truly fully physical. So I don't know. It's just weird.
I was so confused when I bought a PS5 and then I got Spider-Man with it, the hard copy, and I put
Yeah.
it in and it did that same thing. It's like download, and I'm like, what do you mean download? I bought the
Yeah.
game, the hard copy. What am I downloading? I was so confused at what was happening. And I was like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
play.
Well, you got file saves and stuff too. But yeah, you got to update
Hey.
to play a different game every time you put it in.
Good. I'm still
What?
rocking a PS4, buddy. I'm still using the PS4. I still haven't gotten a PS5 yet.
I've never played PS4, PS3, or PS2. I've only played PS1 and PS5.
That's crazy.
I went to Xbox in the middle, Xbox and GameCube.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, and then I came back, and then I think PlayStation 5 is just more popular out here than anything. I mean, not more than Nintendo, but more than Xbox for sure.
Okay, here's that.
Did y'all ever play Fable? I loved that game.
Chicken Chaser. Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. Fable was the
That's
shit.
cool.
Dude.
You get to be
Before
evil
never
or
played
it.
you're good, right?
It was before its
Yeah.
time.
Hey, guess
Yeah,
what
I had
I always
PlayStation.
did?
So no Fable. I think they had Fable for the PlayStation.
Huh?
That's true. It might have been Xbox.
So sad. Bro, I had the PlayStation 3, and for some reason, everybody else had the Xbox. So, like, it was like me and one other dude that I knew from school that were playing the PlayStation. And then everybody else was playing Call of Duty on the Xbox.
Bro, I had the
Gears of
opposite
War.
effect. I was
God, Gears
Xbox
of
and
War.
went to PlayStation because of that opposite effect.
Oh, really?
Because of
Because for you guys, everybody was buying the PlayStation 3, so you decided to go Xbox?
Yep. No,
Oh.
I originally was
Oh.
Xbox. So
My
I had
friends were
like
pretty
Xbox
mixed.
and Xbox 360. And then people went PlayStation 3 because it was when HD DVD against Blu-ray was the thing. And I
See,
was like Team Xbox at first, but everybody went PS3 because they had the built-in Blu-ray. And
Yeah.
then I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right, well, if I want to play with my friends, I need a PlayStation. So back in the day, I don't remember if it was GameStop or Game Crazy. It was one of those stores. I had bought my Xbox through them or Xbox 360 through them, and it had warranty, right? Well, I played with my Xbox until it got like the red rings of death, and I went in for the warranty, so I got a new Xbox because of their warranty. And what I did is I found somebody that wanted an Xbox in the store, and I'm like, I'll sell you this Xbox with all my games and controllers, dude.
Skate
I
3.
just swapped it out. And he's like, all right. And I was like, I'm going to buy me a PlayStation. So that's what I did. I fucking sold him everything, and I bought the PlayStation 3. And I was rocking that with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. That's the first game that I got on PS3.
That was one of my first side hustles, was fixing the Red Ring of Death. It was the easiest thing to fix. You could buy a Red Ring of Death Xbox on Craigslist for like $20. I think it's the Xbox 360. And then all it is the thermal, like what's that paste that goes between, like, it goes between the CPU and, like, I forget what else, but you just it burns out from running it so long. And so you just need to get some new one from, like, a tube from Radio Shack, and then just put a little dot on there, a couple dots, and then put it back together, and it's fixed. Yep. I used to buy them for $20 and then flip them for like 120.
Damn.
Back in high school. Yeah.
The internet had us convinced that was uncurable.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
This is the first I ever heard of that shit. You freaking wizard.
Dude, it was the easy, like, because I remember, like, everybody's like, oh, the Red Ring of Death, it's over. And then I don't know how I figured out that you could fix it, or where I went on, like, line to get it, to, like, learn that. But once I did, I was like, oh, this is easy, and I didn't tell anybody. I was like, I'll buy your Xbox for $20.
Right now.
You went to some forum where, like, an old Xbox factory worker was there, and he's like, this is easy fix.
I really don't remember who taught me or where I learned it, but yeah, it was a good little side hustle.
That's what's up.
I had the PlayStation PS2, then the original Xbox, and then I just kind of never looked back. I bought a cheap PS3 just to have for, like, the extra room for my son when he was younger, but I don't know.
I was super into
I'm pretty sure you
Dragon
can
Ball
get Skate
games.
3 on Game Pass right now for Xbox. Side note.
Actually, I probably never bought a console because a new Dragon Ball never came out.
There's Dragon Ball Z on Game Pass right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's why I decided I might get a PlayStation 5.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2?
Oh, bro, yeah, you could use Frieza and Cell and Majin Buu and Cell and Majin Buu and Frieza.
I was getting
and Yamcha. You remember that?
I don't know. On Budokai?
Yeah, on Budokai. That was the only game where you could fuse Hercule and Goku, and it was just Goku with an afro.
Maybe I wouldn't.
Yeah, that was the coolest game just because you could fuse those few characters.
I gotta
And then
look.
you made 3 and it blew 2 out of the water.
Wrong screen.
The Dragon Ball games are usually pretty fun, bro. I like them.
Wait, I want to play the new one so bad. I'll get it
What do we
at some point.
There's Game Pass. Season 4's out.
What, you setting us up to like play live?
Like, this is just, I can play this through my computer instead of actually having the console. Like, I can play right now and you guys could watch.
Merc wants
you
us
just
to play
plug in a
full back.
controller, right?
Xenoverse 2's right there. Yeah, dude.
I got my wife playing
She's
Oblivion Remastered.
Hell yeah.
She never played it, and she's like going around, like, she picks it up and just starts playing. It's pretty funny. She's not great at it, but it's fun to see her, like, get into it and, like, experience it for the first time, because it's such a good game.
Oh man, I need to buy it.
Skate 3 right there. And 07 Skate. Damn.
This is Merc letting everybody know we're gonna run gaming streams in the
We need to,
future.
boys.
Yeah,
Get on.
Merc really wants us to play.
Well, Merc, you and I ran a gaming stream once on your channel, didn't we? For Call of Duty?
Yeah, I don't play COD a lot, is the only thing. I'm
Yeah.
garbage at it, to be honest.
I crashed Merc's live once while he was gaming.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was.
That was a
Remember
while
that? That was a
ago.
while
Yeah, that was a
ago.
while ago.
That was like a year ago, something like that.
Been a while.
It's when all this craziness started.
Right
Paul, you're
before.
gonna start gaming soon, aren't you?
I don't know. I gotta figure out live streaming. Like, I think I need to get it, like, cause I can't. I'm on a laptop, so I don't know if I'd need like a capture card to plug my Xbox into the laptop or something, or my Switch into the laptop, or if I could just get
Oh.
Steam or something and plug in an Xbox controller to the laptop. I don't know. I gotta figure it all out.
Yeah, you can
You know
do
who
a
you
Bluetooth
should ask?
controller,
Dude,
and then or if you're trying to stream it, you need a capture card. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But if you just wanted to
Dorian
play
is
with
one of
us,
those
then we
people
can.
that does it a lot.
Yeah. Dorian
Dorian
knows.
streams, so he
Oh,
knows
yeah.
how to set up those capture cards too.
I
Or
need to
I
get
mean, I don't
one
know how
so I
it
can
all
play
works.
Switch.
I'm probably stupid. You just probably put the capture card on some. What is the capture
I'm
card? Is it a
excited.
physical thing?
It's just a
So
middle
it's
ground from the console to the computer.
it's an external device, right? So you would
Yeah.
like link up your laptop to that external device, which is the capture card, and then you would link that up to what?
To your computer. It's just a way to capture the video.
Does my mic still
Yeah.
sound weird or no? Does it
Sounds
still
fine.
sound like I'm in a box?
You're good now.
Oh, really?
It's a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what. I just need. That's what I need to
Yeah.
buy is
I
a
forgot what I
new
was gonna
mic.
say.
Are we gonna stream battling each other on that new game, the Pokemon
Champions.
Stadium?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Mac
I'm
has like
down.
I can share my iPhone screen through my computer and then record that through OBS. So if it's mobile and I don't have a capture card for Switch, I can still stream it. I'm excited for it.
Paul's #1 fans in the chat.
Who'd that be?
Will.
Who do we
William
got?
Hill.
Big
William
Bill.
Hill.
William Hill.
Big Bill down the hill.
He got like
What's up, Will?
he got some kind of badge on my channel because he comments like 5,000 comments per
Top
video.
contributor.
Is that a thing? You could get a badge for that?
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
contributor, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got a badge.
You can
By
get
the
like
way, I was watching.
scoreboards.
Sorry, go ahead.
What's up, William?
YouTube Live.
Oh, for live stream.
Oh
members.
yeah, that's like a new thing,
Leaderboard.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this scoreboard thing is like, it threw me off. I commented on Java's live when he did he was streaming from his store, like just opened the store and like was streaming like customers coming in. And I commented and it's like #1. I'm like, well, #1 what? What do you mean?
Yeah. So it's a new feature, and technically, it also showcases if as a viewer you do certain things, you get points. If you're commenting more, you get points because you're interactive. If you drop donations, you get points. The donations that you drop are a certain amount, so
Gamifying it,
certain
dude.
points.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
They're just making it a
the
game.
top-
People are gonna go crazy.
Min-maxing
the top
super chats.
50 the top 50 people in the scoreboard will be physically shown in that live stream and the replay forever on that creator's page. So if you're on PokeRev's live stream and you're one of the top 50 forever, your name will show up on the replay in his scoreboard
That's cool.
for those leaderboard things. Yeah.
10 years ago, I was #1 on PokeRef stream. I was there.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a thing for more engagement from fans and super fans. YouTube did
I
it
gotta
as a
check
rollout
that.
feature
That
because
reminded me of something.
other streaming platforms have similar things, like on Twitch, I think.
How are Okay, let me say my comparison or whatever it was. All right. What is Nat Turner to PSA? PSA to GameStop. GameStop to mystery graded boxes. Mystery graded boxes to whatnot.
Who's Nat Turner?
Bad investment.
It was just it's
Nat Turner's
it's
the
growing.
CEO of Collectors.
Right. Nat,
And on the
Nat
board of
Turner's
GameStop as well.
a PSA. Every time PK or there's a news of PSA, Nat Turner's being interviewed. Have you seen him get interviewed by PK before?
Yes.
Him?
Yeah. I have.
Who, me? What?
Have you seen
I don't-
PK interview Nat Turner?
I don't
Normally,
know
he's PSA. He's CEO of Collectors Club.
No, I mean the other guy interviewing either. I don't know.
Poke-
No, I have
Poke Knowledge.
Pokey knowledge.
Shout out.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, well,
Wealth of
sheesh. We need to get you hip.
I watch like Max Mofo and shit. I'm not really and you guys and a couple, maybe a handful of others, but that's pretty much it. And then
Here.
I watch like old. What happened?
bump fights.
Hey,
I just said here because you said you watch us.
hey, you like the Yankee Marshall?
Thank you, Marshall.
I don't know who that is.
I feel like you should know who it is. You and Merc. I feel like you and Merc should both know who that is.
You know who Bozo the Clown is?
He's on YouTube. Yeah, I know who Bozo the Clown is.
Jesus
I like
Standing next
Bozo.
to another stadium. No, you're the stadium. That dude's funny.
Henry says you sound low.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's always low. I gotta yell.
Yeah. I was in the Spicy Boys Discord, and Squeaks and Weedle's Warehouse were streaming their Switch playing the new Mario Kart.
Wow, two fucking.
I wasn't gonna buy it.
brothers.
I wasn't gonna buy Mario Kart, but it looks so much fun. The maps and the tracks they have on there. There's like 28 right now.
Are they playing
Like,
number 8?
like you get 28.
Or
What?
Is it the like Mario?
The newest one. This is
Deluxe?
the one that came out with Switch 2.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, they were playing the Switch 2, and they both had the new Mario Kart game. And I was watching it, and I was like, oh man, I'm definitely buying this now. I'm still waiting. The Switch 2 hasn't shipped, but we ended up getting one. But I wasn't gonna buy the Mario Kart game originally, and I think I am now.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
It's really
It's a
fun.
classic,
I
yeah.
just hated that the first one only had like 4 maps from the.
I didn't like the last one though for the Switch on the Switch 1, the last game, the
8
Mario Kart game that
Deluxe
came
or
out.
something
It
like
was
that.
yeah, it was
Like-
kind of lame.
It's
I
better
hadn't,
with
to be
people.
fair, I hadn't played in a long time. So going back to Mario Kart after like 10 years of not playing it was a lot of fun. But there was only like 4 maps.
Okay.
I think the
Like
last
one,
Mario
like one.
Kart I played was Wii.
Oh, there was-
Thank your slip.
Very fun.
Sorry, where were we? Kay's distracting me.
Oh,
Mario
Panda was
Kart.
here.
Was good.
Hey, Kate.
I don't even know what we were talking about before.
Can you guys tell me who's in the lobby?
Fingers.
Henry, Katie, William.
Pokerev, CTR.
Uh,
I'm just kidding.
William.
everybody. There's about
Apparently.
100 people here, base.
There's pretty good. Henry, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
All the homies.
UAP, surprisingly, damn.
Everybody,
Shout out.
everybody. My camera is off.
In case you guys are
In
wondering.
case you didn't know.
It's not a self-portrait, by the way.
Paul, you look out of it. You good?
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, I'm all right.
Oh,
I'm-
I had a crazy
I'm tired. That's all.
I had a crazy conversation with ChatGPT.
Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the Torrid meteor stream?
Media
What?
stream.
The Torrid meteor stream that happens near Halloween every
No.
year. Okay. So cataclysms are cyclical, right? There you can kind of time them throughout history. That is in a certain period of
Uh-huh.
time that cataclysm happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it usually happens during the Torrid meteor stream, Halloween time. Well, I was having a conversation with ChatGPT, and it was like, in the next, from like 2030 to 2070 has been is the highest percentage in thousands of years of us getting hit while we pass through it, between 2030 and 2070, which I thought was
Oh,
pretty
shit.
crazy. Even after it goes down after that. So it's the highest percentage it's ever been. So I was just, there's billionaires
Like
trying to go to
occurrence?
Mars. There's billionaires digging underground. I'm like, what's going on?
Why did it say why?
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
because
die.
the path of our planet's going closer each year, basically, or the paths are fucking converging closer and closer between 2030
So
and
basically-
2070.
So it's going to cause like weather changes and earthquakes and stuff like that, or what? Because that's what is a cataclysm? Like a natural disaster?
If something was to hit it, yeah, that would happen if something was to hit us. But it was just like, it didn't want to tell me that we were gonna get hit by something, but it was like, this is the highest percentage.
But it
throughout
probably-
these years. Yeah, like I'm like,
That's what-
you're telling me we're not gonna get
Highest
hit, but it's
percentage
the
being
highest
like less than
percentage.
1%.
Yes, or
Wait.
no, maybe a little over, like at 1% or something like that.
Okay. So it's still really low, but
Yeah, but it's
It's not just
Interesting.
The meteor
what they're tracking though,
Stream?
because the Torrid media stream is like, it's huge. There's so much shit inside of it that it's hard to track exactly what's gonna go where. So they can track the big
what's the
ones, but not
Toured
all the
meteor
small
stream?
Okay, so
Like,
let's
yeah.
stop for a second because I'm so confused right now, man. So the
Earth-
Torrid media stream is
The
like
Torrid
in
media
outer
stream, we
space?
pass through that's what all the shooting stars are in the sky at the certain time of the year during close to Halloween and August and fall and shit.
So it's
And it's the
basically
Day
like
of the
a river in
Dead and all this
space where
shit where
all
it all
these
come.
little
and
rocks go through.
What?
Okay. Wait.
I just
So
thought it
is
was
it,
interesting
like,
because
specific-
it's the highest percentage from 2030 to 2070, and then after that it goes down. But I don't know.
But what I'm saying is, you said
Factions of
it's where
billionaires
there's a
going
lot
to
of
Mars.
shooting stars?
Factions of billionaires building rockets. Factions of billionaires building bunkers. And
Getting the F out.
yeah,
Uh-oh. Someone's G-Baller69.
my chat GPT is
Yeah.
pretty dark sometimes.
Ooh.
No, because this is what I'm saying.
You
Like,
should.
if it is a possible meteor impact, because it's going to be how the rotation of our axis and where we are in space.
Yeah, we're
How you
just our
said
paths are converging closer
Yeah.
and closer.
Yeah. I could see how if a certain meteor impacts a certain place, it could cause a cataclysmic event like a massive earthquake,
For sure.
or it could cause a super volcano to go off. That would be like horrible,
Or a fucking
because there is
Yeah.
cyclical events that you talk about that are like mass extinction events. And is that what you're referring to with all these mega rich people that are trying to like leave because they're trying to avoid a mass extinction event?
It's just maybe. Do they know something we don't? It's just fun. It's just
I
I recently
I could
learned that it's
understand
the
that.
highest percentage since a while, and it's gonna be for.
It's not too far away, 2030.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2030
I
to
hope-
2070.
I hope it lands right on my house.
So
It's
Yeah.
true.
I hope it
Wouldn't you
does
rather
too.
be
Side
on
note.
ground zero?
I hope
good.
it
Make
kills.
it quick.
there's a little
I'll be smoking
optimism for you guys.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
thanks.
Look up the
Thanks
Torrid
a
Media
lot,
stream
man.
though, and yeah,
Now we know we're gonna die in 3 years.
No,
I'm always like
fine.
emailing.
I could Eddie and Paul. I could see having a bunker though somewhere. They're
just
ready.
digging a
I
hole,
have
dude.
access to Twitter. I already have access to
Yeah.
it.
Happy Buddha.
Is Happy
Remember,
Buddha
you have to
IBH? I
have a
think
nice,
it is. I think he
tight-knit
changed his name.
community. Paul, you're a prepper, so you know what I'm talking about. You got to have a nice, tight knit community that you can trust and rely on. Everybody has their role. Everybody has their specific needs that they're suited to attend to in that community.
I don't know nothing about that.
I'm not talking to Katie
Right.
anymore.
Hey Eddie, I did have a daydream the other day at work. Since you've been talking about AK-47s a lot,
Yeah. Wait, shh,
I
shh. Don't tell
I
people
know.
I'm talking
I'm
about
just
them.
saying. I haven't played the new Call of Duties, but if I'm not, I don't know. I might be mistaken. But when I see commercials for them, or maybe it's Fortnite or something, they have like little cell phone charms hanging off the guns, and I thought
yeah.
Eddie's gonna put a fucking Labubu on his AK.
I'm surprised they don't. They'll probably get them on there.
I want to.
They
That would
probably
be
will. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. Dude, that would be sick. I could see like a pretty sick like AR build, like a nice, just for the range, just something beautiful, pretty, very colorful and exotic with a Labubu charm on it.
Or
Oh
ears.
hell yeah, dude. And it would have
Rainbow
a
toes.
Labubu painted on the side of the frame, bro. I could totally do that. Hell yeah.
Or just
out.
his teeth. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
Like a
bro.
bomber, like a bomber
The teeth-
style with the teeth and the.
If you could have the teeth be as a grip on the mag well, if you have some sort of way to like shape the teeth on the mag well for
That's
the
creepy.
grip, that would be pretty sick.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Grabbing teeth.
Hell yeah, bro. That would be
Quick.
hard.
Quick, make those hurry, go on get it patented, make those those stickers that go around the magazines. You can make Labubu stickers for
Oh,
the
yeah.
magazines.
Oh, just kind of like grip tape.
yeah.
They're evil.
Speaking of Labubus, did you watch Shiny Bird's podcast? I know Baze does. Did you watch the last
Yeah, I
one with
watched
Poker Rev?
I
No.
didn't watch that one. I'm not gonna lie. The
Oh.
last one I
It was-
saw was with CTR, and then like the one after that.
So it's pretty interesting
Before the
because he was
Poker
talking
Rev.
about the Labubus and stuff, and then you guys are familiar with like Labubus. It's like a Korean company bought it, and it's called Pop Mart, but they're like known for doing like blind bag, taking like
Yeah.
IPs and making blind bags out of them to where there's like a chase for everything. So similar to like how Pokemon does for booster packs, but it's like little dolls and stuff or action figures. But Rev was saying like if Pokemon did this, it would be like it would blow up and be super crazy if they did like what Labubu's doing right now, just did it with Pokemon, and you could have like shiny Pokemon or shiny versions of these little like Pokemon keychains or just like really high quality stuff. And I didn't think about it, but I was like, oh, that would be nuts if they started doing that.
Bro, that's like revolutionizing the merch industry. Or
There's
Pokemon.
a specific one that it's a little blind box, and you could get a Sprigatito or a Ditto, or you could get like other little Pokemon. You don't know what Pokemon you're gonna get. It's a little blind box. I know about it because Yesenia wants to get it because she wants the Ditto.
I saw Caleb Swags. They're making the evolution plushies too now. Like you can roll them out, and they become something else. The next evolution. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Got 3-in-1.
What I press, I don't know what.
How you guys dealing with?
But
Go ahead.
I think they should do like a blind box thing for Pokemon, but for a whole generation. Like this will be the Gen 1 like blind box. Like the Charizard is like a 1 in like 1,000 chase, and it's like a shining Charizard. Like you get me? Like it would be pretty sick. Like I could see them do something nice.
How do you knock on a paper door, bro?
Just
What?
AM, PM. I just got that call.
Door.
Ooh, me?
How?
Yeah.
Anyone?
It's not paper.
Oh.
So it's like super hollow wood, and then it's got like a wall. It's got like a wallpaper stuck to it to look, so it looks like paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your fist would go right through, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. How do you knock?
No, yeah, it's wood.
Tap. You tap lightly
It's just
with
super
your
hollow.
fingers. You give it the magic fingers.
My daughter
It's
has
a
a Furby.
magic fingers.
It's purple. I took the batteries out.
Hey, Furbies are cool.
I took the fucking
Took the
batteries
batteries out.
Yeah, dude, fuck that thing. It lights up on the forehead.
When I was little, it was an urban legend where if you took the batteries out of the Furby, it would still go off in the night. Like,
hell
kids
yeah.
were terrified of them, dude.
Or
Yeah.
the batteries would be dead and it would work, but it'd still go off randomly sometimes. Like it'd try to work. Yeah. Do you guys remember like I can't remember what they're called, like the Robo Pooches, the silver and blue ones.
Yeah.
The ones. They had them at McDonald's for a while too. The cheap version. I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Yeah, McDonald's was revolutionizing AI back then.
Yeah.
But I'm going back
And the
to
controller
Labubu.
was a little dog bone.
I was gonna say something weird's going on with my algorithm lately when it comes to Labubus. I've been getting a lot of videos that are talking about how Labubus are evil, and there's all these people talking about how Labubus are evil creatures, and if you have
you seen them?
bad
Little
luck
elves,
and all
yeah.
that.
What do
They
look
look
like?
evil.
Yeah.
They look cute. They got bunny ears and they're chubby and they got big eyes. They're mischievous little bastards. I like them.
I saw something on Instagram where he said Labubu Who or something like that, and he just started carrying his Pokemon plushie with him, keychains.
Yeah.
So that'd be funny. Everybody start doing that instead. Counteract the Labubu.
I think it's a phase. I don't think it's gonna last.
Pokemon plushie's been out for a while, right?
You gotta
They
have
never
something else
caught on
with
and
it.
became bag charms.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're made the same quality like the keychain plushies. Like I think Labubu's got some like higher quality with them from what I've seen.
Yeah.
The keychain
But they're like-
plushies that you used to get at the Pokemon Center, they're pretty cheap.
They're marketed
right.
as premium toys, the Labubus. They're premium figurines. So they have a higher cost point, right? I'm pretty sure there's some premium Pokemon bag flips out there that you can probably find that have really nice stitching and stuff. It's just neat.
Yeah.
It's a very small market, maybe.
Wasn't there a watch or something that was a collaboration with Pokemon?
They've had fossil watches that came out. The fossil Bungar watch.
It's been a while. since
Yeah,
I had
there was a
Pokemon.
diamond necklace, I think, at one point.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
They had a collab with
And the black one.
Tiffany.
with
Was it Funko?
It's a place that makes
Tiffany?
charm bracelets in the mall. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tiffany,
one-
is it Tiffany's the
I don't think
expensive one.
Tiffany's the
They
middle of
had
the
it.
mall shit. But
No, they had one in the mall, and they did have the Tiffany one. That's a new one, but that's like high end shit.
yeah, that's
There
Yeah.
was some what's the place in the mall that has fucking charm bracelets that all the girls go to?
James
I can't
Avery.
remember the name.
They're all Indian guys
Nah,
to me.
Nah, no.
Players.
this is like a chain store. It's like a big
Claire's.
like chain store.
I think
Not
it's Claire's.
No.
Okay.
They look like they're
Shop,
gold or silver, but they're like not all gold or silver. It's like one of those like the adult girls go,
Pandora.
and they have those
Dating?
like Pandora.
Or-
There we go.
There we go.
Pandora had a Pokemon collab,
Oh,
bro.
that's cool.
Katie. Yeah. Pandora.
Those
Yeah, I couldn't remember what the fuck it was called. I bought shit for Yesenia from
came
there,
and went
but
pretty quick.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Like I just bought her the stuff.
What you got? Oh shit, he's got the freaking Jaeger.
You hear?
Oh.
Is that the? Oh,
Well, let me get that.
Oh, snap,
I'm gonna get
bro.
some.
this.
I'm gonna buy some
Oh,
some mead tomorrow.
He's gonna drink
It's the
some
sun god,
Black
bro.
liquor.
There. That's so funny.
all hail the sun god.
I just love it.
That's a great brand.
That's
I just got it. Yeah, I got it for the shelf, the meme.
Is that
What?
is that local?
Should put it up to the camera real quick.
Or is it
I
English?
I can name it. That's Black Nika whiskey.
Yeah, Black Nika whiskey. Yeah.
Oh,
the guy
Nika.
looks like a
Oh.
I mean, if you're saying it like the Japanese say it, Nika, but yeah, like the first time I saw it, I was like Nika. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know what
that's
to
what I thought.
Yeah.
Bro.
Nika. Yeah, they would say that in Spanish too. The
Yeah.
guy totally looks Japanese, by the way.
How the heck
Yeah,
do you
with
know
red
what Labubu is? William.
Man, Chug, you're gonna get Merc's channel banned for the freaking Japanese
Banned?
knit.
I think
Yeah,
it
you
already
got
I
is.
mean, it's a totally different word.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's liquor.
Oh,
Liquor
Shug,
drinks.
did you get a Labubu for your dog yet?
Oh no, I forgot about
The
that.
rainbow teeth. Let him tear it out.
Bro, get a fake one. They're probably cheaper.
Just dip it
Oh,
in
that's a
peanut
good
butter.
idea. Yeah, that's a good
Bootleg?
idea. Get like a Timu bootleg one,
Labubu.
and then that way, because nobody will know on camera probably. Well, maybe somebody will, but
Oh,
hopefully
oh,
it's
you'll
decent
know.
enough to pass.
It's not the
And
right
then I'll
color
just
set.
toss it to the dog.
Yeah. If
That'd
it's
be-
far enough, maybe they won't notice the stitching. People are.
Yeah, I'm
dumb.
sure there'll be some people who know, but I could see that going viral.
Check this out.
Oh,
So
yeah.
for Lafufu, this is how you could tell if it's a Lafufu. First off, when you're opening the box, if it doesn't have a glossy finish on the box and it's a matte finish, it's a fake. Then there's in the back, there's a little like holographic thing that you could look at, and you should be able to shift it as you turn it. If it doesn't have that and it doesn't show Pop Mart in it, it's fake. Also, if it doesn't have 9 teeth, it's fake. On the foot, it's supposed to have a marking on one of the foots, but if the marking is like a physical marking that you see, it's fake. It has to be like a marking that you see like in a certain way only. And there's like so many ways you could tell, but either way, for the memes, I think a Lafufu would be good, bro. Like just, I would say just do it. But make
Yeah,
it like
I'll look at it after
one.
this.
a Lafufu?
Lafufu.
Lafufu.
Yeah,
It's the non-
Lafufu is a fake Labubu.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
Lafufu.
pussy.
And then AMPM can show the people how they can make the Lafufus look more like Labubus.
Yeah. Dude, you should make a
Way
video.
to do it.
Wait, what?
No, I'm kidding.
You're the card altering guy.
You can show them how to put the rest of the gloss on the box to make it look real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it now.
Oh, I get it. I didn't hear you.
That's funny.
Merc,
Hey,
I'm gonna send you a Labubu in the mail.
You'll fucking.
don't burn it, dude.
That's fine.
No,
It'll
I
still
wouldn't
get
burn
to
it.
your house.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'll just leave it outside.
You're like, you sleep outside, little creepy gremlin.
Henry said, "You're gonna send me a real one, or send the real box, and then I'll put a fake one in to make it look more real for the video."
Oh,
Yeah.
That
ah.
would be fucking.
So I'd
funny.
open out of the box and then take it out and throw it to the dog.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would the dog eat it with the whole box and everything?
I'll take it out of the box,
Just
like
so
show
that-
the box, the real box, but in the video, but then take it out and then just throw it to the dog,
Gotcha.
and
How
so they
long
won't
do
have
you
enough
want
time to
Google
see.
that way?
How long do y'all
What?
think that Labubu thing will last?
2 years,
A
2.5
month.
years.
Yeah.
A month of fucking pink lemonade. What are you
It's,
drinking?
it's gonna last a lot more than a
Strawberry
month.
mimosa.
There's
I would
just
say 2 to
too
two
much
and a half years, and that's from its inception. So we're probably about 4 months in. So you got another. I would still say we got another solid 2 years before it's completely like died out, and that's
Or
just
it's like
me being
Beanie
stupid
Babies.
and not putting any like math to it. This is just how long I think it could survive for and still be relevant and still be hyped up by people, just because of like how it's being taken right now currently.
I think really the Latino community can probably prop it up themselves and keep it going,
I
right?
was about
Yeah,
to
Why?
it's possible.
Just because that's who loves it, right? Or that's
Oh,
kind of
really?
where it came from, right?
Cholo. Bro, I've
Aren't they
seen
Latino?
Cholos.
No, they're
No.
Korean. I've
They're
seen, dude.
Korean,
I've
yeah.
yeah,
They
plenty
have
of
nothing to
cholos
do
with
with Latinos.
labubus.
Cholos with
But the-
Dude,
Labubus?
Yeah,
deck
but
the
you know
fuck
why?
out.
Yeah,
Like
this
50
is
of
why.
them.
They love them.
Merc. That's the thing.
well,
when you
I
look
think they're
when you look
scalpers.
all hard, no, you look all hard and you're like
To
a
be
cholo,
fair,
and you
Like a
like
little
cute
boo-boo.
little girly things.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a bit. It's because you're hardcore and you're into something that's like anti-gangster.
Yeah.
You get me? It's something small. It's like when the
I guess.
gangsters have like the little puppies and the little kitties, and they're like being all sweet because it's like a little animal.
Yeah.
It shows you like their sweet side.
Where's my
Like that's what the Labubu is showing you for the gangsters. Their sweet side because they love their Labubus.
My Labubu.
Like you can mess
It
with
even
them,
sounds
but you can't mess
Hispanic.
with the Labubu.
Like,
Hmm.
but
Yeah,
it's
it
just
does.
their accent when they.
the cholos with their labubus. Are you kidding?
That's funny.
That's
One
why I
piece
say
Labubu
Labubu because
box.
that came from the Hispanic Labubu community. When you have a fake Labubu, they go, "That's not a Labubu, it's a Lafufu," because that foo has a fake Labubu. You get it?
Gotcha.
That's
Yeah.
Lafufu. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they do have that One Piece collab. Maybe they'll do it better than Beanie Babies, because Beanie Babies, I mean, there were some limited ones, but I just don't know, like,
I didn't see
cards are
that.
so easy to
They've had other
store
collabs.
compared to, like, cards are very easy to store long term versus a plushie or a Labubu or a Beanie Baby. So I don't know what the reason Beanie Babies, I think people were overconfident in them, wasn't it? Like, they thought they were
Yeah.
going to be worth way more than they actually ended up being.
You guys see that?
I'm
But
gonna hit you
it'll
with
be
some.
interesting to see. Yeah, the One
I'm gonna
Piece,
hit
those
you
are
with
cool.
some, guys.
Didn't know that was happening.
You're right, because cards are so much easier to store. But when you have all your cards stored and you don't really like have them out for display, it's not something that is like out that's like for show. But with your Labubus and all your plushies, you could have them out on display like throughout the house, on shelves, on top of the TV. And if you have somebody that comes over, they're gonna immediately see them and spark up a conversation. When did you get this one? Oh, this
I just
collab is
gave,
cool. I like how they just did something with Coca-Cola or whatever. Like, it's a conversation starter. It's part of the ambiance for your home.
My pest
It's
guy
part of what
I
loves.
think
It's
they're
part of
the same
what
thing
I
that do Funko Pop.
decorate.
And also, I think they're better than Beanie Babies in the sense of they already have their own catalyst, which is the pop thing, the gambling aspect of it.
Yeah, the
That in
rares.
itself
Yep.
is a catalyst. So it'll do well, I think. Maybe longer than Beanie Babies, but I can't remember how long that lasted. I'm not gonna say over
Beanie
5.
Babies lasted for years. It was for years. It was in the 90s, bro.
Right. But see, I did a little bit of research about that, but it was so long ago I can't remember. It had something to do about them
McDonald's.
creating artificial scarcity, but then overproducing and releasing it into the market, and then just people really lost faith in Beanie Babies for that reason. But there was also something that happened
Yeah.
where a bunch of people dropped in so much money on Beanie Babies because it was going up, and everyone kept thinking that it was going to keep going up. I think it was for these Princess Diana bears.
Yeah.
And then
Shout out to Old Card Shop.
what happened? It just came crashing down. People lost so much money, and then it just ceased to exist.
This is what I see. All right, check this out.
I've
I
still
got
got
some.
one. Beanie Baby.
This is my hot take on this. Anything that you see that any company makes, right, that hits the market, the minute that you see a bunch of other companies are making fakes and they're trying to replicate it, that is a viral thing. That is a money maker. It's going to be here to stay. It's not going to be something that dies out right away. if other companies are starting their business model by saying we're going to copy everything that person did because they're making money and we're going to take some of that market share away, you've made it, baby.
I think they're just less of like I don't know what the word is, not appealing. Maybe appealing. I just think in general there'll be less demand for them versus cards. I think more people. It's like collecting cards has always been a thing for the longest time, right? Sports cards have been around forever. People collected sports cards way back then. 100 years ago there were sports cards, but 100 years ago there wasn't Beanie Babies or little. Maybe there was dolls, I guess, but how many people were collecting dolls like back then? Versus, I think there's just a way bigger market for card collecting than, I don't know, figure collecting or plushie collecting. I could be wrong. That's just my opinion.
Barbies, G.I. Joe, Star
gonna be
Wars.
interesting
There's
to
a
see
lot
the
of
world
collectible
in
figurines.
10 to 15 years.
Action figures from back in the day, the superhero action figures, like the old Flash Gordon and all those old toys, those are worth a lot of money, right? The G.I. Joe with
If they're sealed, yes.
Ninja Turtles, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Horrors, toys.
Yeah, so they're all collectible. But check this out. Labubus come with trading cards. Every Labubu I've opened comes with that little card inside as well, remember? So you get both needs. You get a little card for your Labubu that shows the Labubu you pulled as well.
Damn, they need to do that for Pokemon. And give you a promo
Yeah.
for your stupid plushie. Oh my god,
Yep.
it would make so much money.
What's the world look like when millennials are running everything in 10 to 15 years?
Are we
they?
that?
That it's always
All the
lit.
old people are going to die out. I mean, there's still going to be Gen X, but they're kind of with us.
Are we millennials?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, like we are running the world right now, isn't it? Like 35 to 45 years old is millennial, or?
Well, like politics-wise, everybody's still
Oh, you mean like
Okay.
same old
Yeah.
shit since
Okay.
20
Never
years.
mind. Yeah.
The thing's gonna be the same. It's gonna be
I
the
think
old people.
we're all kind of
getting-
connected in a
people
way.
trying to get up there, you know?
I don't know. I'm kind of hoping for that asteroid to hit before then. But
Invest in asteroid mining, guys,
Yes.
right now.
That's what Amazon's doing.
Yeah, it's
So
a
the
real
Chinese,
thing right now.
or they're mining the moon, the backside of the moon.
Yeah.
Helium-3.
I'll die in peace with my Pokemon card collection when the meteor hits.
yeah,
What have you guys?
That's like there's like because I work on base, you have to fill out this like evacuation plan form, and it's like an 80-page thing, and it's supposed to be in case China or Korea launches a missile and we have to evacuate. Here's your plan. Here's all your like information. I'm like, bro, by the time we know that's happening, we're like an hour plane ride. They can get a missile over here way faster than I can get to the airport.
Let me read my 80
I
pages.
was like, and I live here, so where am I gonna evacuate to? Like, but anyway, you're gonna say something, Mark?
Just get in the ocean.
This-
I don't. Was I?
Yeah, right. Float to an island.
Yeah.
This is what I think.
Wilson.
It's gonna be a little bit of the same,
Use the
guys.
bathroom, guys.
Honestly. If you think
Right.
about it, when we were kids, the older generations were worried about what was gonna happen when we grew up and we got to run everything. That's gonna be what happens in 10 years, in 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. It's gonna be a little bit of the same. The system seems to be built to be able to run without us there and somebody else there in our place. The system is built to run without the need for an individual, but the need for us all collectively. There's a job and a role, and there's parameters for which that job and that role are suited to fill. And those positions are going to remain, and those roles are going to stay the same, and those duties are going to stay the same. And as we just get older and we retire and we move on to whatever the afterlife has in store for us, the next generation will grow up and they'll see the necessity to fill in those roles, and they'll continue to do so just the same way that we have done so. Or we didn't, stop pursuing the roles of our forefathers. We grew up and became lawyers and doctors, and shit, some of us are content creators now because that's what people used to do when they were on TV or when they were, out on the town square, and people would go to watch you just have a little like stand-up show or something. You know what I mean?
What are we
Like,
talking about?
everybody has their role. Like,
You have
So,
faith in the boomers?
I have
No.
no faith in anyone ever, but I know that it's still gonna happen and it's still gonna go on because that's just how life is. It happened so long without me, and it's gonna happen so long without me as well. I'm just
That's a
but a
good point.
blink. I'm but a blink in the flash in the frying pan that we call life.
How do we get here? What are we talking about?
Your question or your statement about
Master.
Yeah, but what the
the
boomers?
30 or 40 years, the next gen, whatever, what's in store, I'm saying it's gonna be the same shit, Doug.
So what do you think is in store, Merc?
Yeah. Yeah, are we all gonna just fucking die because the next generation fucks it up? Like, it's gonna be the same shit. We're just gonna have different people in office,
Do you
different
think we
people
can?
that run it.
Do you think our pop culture is more inherently in us to make us like we're all kind of millennials all have something in common, right? Like it's
Mhm.
from childhood, whatever we got into, TV
Well, it's
shows,
probably our
games.
pop culture.
I
Yeah, it's
think there's
probably
more.
pop
Yep.
There's a little
us
more
together.
connecting us. I don't know. I have hope, but we'll see. I don't know.
Well, I mean, boomers have the same stuff. They're all plugged onto the iPad, so at least, they have the iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
I mean,
Facebook. They got Facebook.
I mean, they have AI. They will be fine, bro. It'll just tell
Alright.
them what to do, and they'll be fine.
All right, check this out, guys. What you just mentioned is honestly just the need that we all as a human being have. That's to belong in a society. That's to belong in a community. Yes, we are referring to ourselves now as the certain people of a certain generation that grew up collectively watching a show, collectively playing something, collectively experiencing something. Why? Because it shaped our perception of the world. It shaped how we grew up and how we lived and how we decided the different things that we decided as we grew up based on the experiences that we had in that similar time frame together. It is
And there's
a
all the weird
different
yearning for
community in
an
a sense,
apocalypse as well,
you know?
from all of us.
I don't think we're the only ones, though. How long have our parents been saying the end of times is near, and their parents, the end of times is near?
I know, but
Every
we want
generation
zombies.
says
We don't want
things were
nukes. We
better
want
in my
zombies.
day.
One of these days we're gonna
You
be
know
right.
why we want zombies? This is why we want zombies, Merc. Because zombies is a problem we can solve. If I can tell who's the dead and who's the living, I know who the target
Tell
is.
me how to solve
I know how
zombies.
not to fuck up. You get me?
You're gonna clean
If
that
it's zombies, you can build a plan to survive, but you can't build a plan to survive a fucking meteor impact. All you got to do is sit there, shit your pants, and say goodnight.
Yeah.
I like as long as they're slow zombies. If they're fast zombies,
World War Z.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was just thinking. I
Brad
was like,
Pitt
wait a
zombies?
minute.
No.
yeah, I'll give you that. If it's slow zombies,
Fast zombies
you
were
you can
fucked.
work on it. Or if they're climbers, that's gonna like fuck you up, bro. They're just gonna scale a building, get in through a fucking air duct, and like go boo.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
Me
if
Walking
if they
Dead
can maintain
zombies.
speed. Yeah.
But of course, their flaw is gonna be darkness or something, or sunlight.
Fire. Noise.
But you get me? Like, that's what I'm saying. If it's zombies or if it's a disease, it's something you can stop. It's something you can eradicate. It's something you can solve and you can save the human race. But if it's a big flood, if it's a fucking asteroid impact, if it's a fucking earthquake, if it's like a fire that doesn't stop burning because it's a super volcano, we're all fucked.
Yeah, dude.
And there's nothing we can do.
Yeah,
and
not-
that's just life,
That's,
baby.
again, yeah.
That's just life.
Have you guys seen that new anime?
Is this the new one?
No, I'm kidding. It's a freaking
Oh,
menacing commercial, bro.
oh, dang.
They made pharmaceuticals into anime commercials.
Wow.
That's funny.
Millennials.
I think that
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was saying
That's what
they
I'm
know their
saying.
audience.
There we go.
They know their audience.
There we go.
And I'm
That's
like, I'm
crazy.
using this to study for the pharmacology exam. You already know. I'm like, thank God that one blonde-haired anime girl helped me in the exam.
That tune was so catchy. I remember now. Yeah.
Mhm.
That is crazy how well we can
That's true.
remember song lyrics, but not algebra. Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember song
That's
lyrics.
crazy.
But apparently, I go back and play a video game, and it's completely different. The graphics are trash, and it's all boxes. I thought Budokai, Dragon Ball Budokai, was like peak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go and I play it. I'm like, this is hot garbage. Now I remember what Shug was saying.
Dude,
Like there
I was
was
gonna say that.
a way of doing the ultimate move, but you did not know how to fill up the gauge.
Yeah.
So it was completely random who won the side of the receiving end of the ultimate attack. It was a pain in the butt. Yeah, I'm not happy. Not happy I
It's the memories,
back
right?
and-
It's not the game. It's the memories you had with it.
yeah.
How do you guys?
Especially with the Nintendo 64.
How you guys feeling about getting older?
Don't care.
No.
Ooh.
You have nothing to track yourself with, huh? Well, yeah,
Dang.
you do, but
What do you track yourself with?
None of them are.
kids help.
You asked
or
a tough question right
Hey,
now.
Chip, me.
or I don't know, something that you can watch grow along with you.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
FOMO does.
I think if I didn't have kids, I didn't care as much before, but the fact that I have kids and like thinking one day I'll leave them is kind of sad, but like otherwise, outside of that, I feel great. Like I'm in the best shape of my life physically.
That's the
I'm
point.
maybe not strength wise, but like cardiovascular wise, because I run so much now. So I'm like, me and my son were like, we had like a sprinting, like we were just like racing each other, like sprinting.
Is
And
that
I
what made
couldn't
you
do that
though?
5 years ago.
Is that what made you start?
Nice.
Yeah, so partly,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember my old videos. If anybody's not looked at my old videos, go check them out. Look how fat I am in those things. My face is just like, and the reason I lost,
that
it was 80 pounds. The reasons I lost 80 pounds in like,
Damn, dude.
probably like 8 months or 6 months. But my daughter came up to me, my oldest daughter, and she was like, Dad, I don't want anything for Christmas this year. I just want you to lose weight. And I was like, damn. This is like when she was like 6. I think she was like 5 or 6 at the time. And I was like,
Did
okay.
your mom tell you to
I was
do
like,
that?
I need to get serious about this. No, she did it. I think I asked her. But yeah, so I started to get serious and then I lost all the weight. So in part, yeah, it was because of the kids and like, wanting to be, and two, I didn't want to be like the fat kind of loser dad. Like I wanted to be like the cool dad or somewhat cool.
Yeah.
And so like now, like they have dodgeball competitions at their at their kids, at our kids' school, and the parents come and like we'll do dodgeball with the kids. And it's fun being able to be somewhat athletic
Right.
and
Last one.
Oh,
be in there. But what did I say? What would you? I didn't even.
Fat loser, Dad. Just
I mean that's. I'm not trying to be like offensive, but that's what I was. Like I was like 260 pounds, and I was just like
That's hard to believe.
I don't know.
That's hard to believe.
I
Me
wasn't
too.
doing.
It's hard to picture.
I wasn't doing anything. I was just being lazy, and I wanted to be kind of like somewhat like cool for my kids, I guess. I wanted them to be proud of me, I guess is a better way of putting it.
Be hot for the
GG's.
mom, right?
Yeah, I was.
But-
I got to 2. I think the biggest I got was 239 pounds. I was a fucking chubby squirrel. I looked like Greedent.
I was up
And,
to 210, 220.
Oh, wow.
But I lost.
How tall are
60
you guys?
5'9".
6'2".
I feel like FOMO's 7 foot tall.
I'm 6'2".
Damn, dude.
Are you really?
Are you?
Yeah.
You look like a yeah.
Oh, damn.
My wife said you look tall one night. She's like, FOMO looks like he's a tall person.
Yeah.
Lucky. How tall are you, AMPM?
5'11". Actually,
Okay.
5'11". Not those people that say they're 5'11". They're 5'8".
I'm 5'9",
Hey,
but I'm 5'9".
I'm 7.
Not 5'8".
I'm 7 feet tall.
You're
when I had
bullshit,
this-
dude. You're 4'3".
I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute. I've seen his vlogs before. I need to see, who am I comparing him to?
You could compare me to Shiny Ver. I think we're the same fucking height. I'm 5'6", bro.
Are you really?
Really?
I am.
I did not
I'm
expect
legit 5'6".
Didn't expect
You
I
that.
thought you were
actually
taller.
Damn, FOMO,
Yeah.
you tall, dude. What the fuck? 6'2". God damn.
Yeah, I used to
This is-
tower over people in Honduras when I hit my growth spurt. It was ridiculous. Because in Honduras, Latinos are pretty shrimpy. They're like
Yeah.
5'7", 5 foot. Is that? Yeah, 5'8" por ahí.
Raise my chair up real quick.
Yeah,
It's all the way up.
We
What height
lowered
did you
mine
guys
real
think
quick.
I was?
Yeah.
8 feet tall.
I don't know, maybe average.
Nice.
Like me,
I have
5'9".
no idea.
5'6" is average for what I am.
5'8".
I'm a Latino male.
Well, true.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm not white. I'm
Yeah.
not fucking white. So yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I got
And
I got my mom's side of the family. The white side of me, I think, made me taller.
Plus,
I got my mom's side,
y'all
which is
forget I
shorter,
was born in
Irish.
Mexico. Like I'm like a legit Latino. Like I was born in
Are you really?
Mexico, bro. Like yeah, like I'm a U.S. citizen because I'm naturalized, but I was fucking born in Mexico originally, bro.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fuck.
I said it. Me and FOMO talked about it too in our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
When'd you move? Oh, you were young, huh?
When I was 3.
Okay.
I came to the U.S.
That's like
I
my
grew
dad.
up
My
in the
dad came when he
US.
was 5.
14,
Yeah,
6
I've
foot
been a
5.
Cali boy, bro, since I was 3. So I've been in this state more than 30 years. You get me? Like, but yeah, I was born in Mexico.
Yeah, you're pretty much American. I mean, you said you are
He's more
American.
American than me.
I am American. I mean, I'm a U.S. citizen. If war breaks
But like
out,
culturally
I'll
wise,
arms with
you probably
America.
don't remember the time you were in Mexico at all.
Nah, I don't remember shit from it.
Yeah.
I've gone like to visit, and I don't fucking like it. I don't care what anyone tells me. Nah, y'all can
Makes
tell
sense.
me
Like the
whatever the fuck
smell?
you want.
It
I
smells
will
like
never
I've
go
been
back
back a few
there to
times.
live there. I will never go live there. And I've
Go
been
live-
to nice parts of it. I've been to Cancun. I've been to Puerto Vallarta, and I fucking love that. But the parts of Mexico that I come from are the nasty, bad parts, like Sinaloa, Mexicali, Tijuana.
Oh.
Like, I'm not
Okay.
down to go fucking live there, bro. You know what I mean?
That's where my
I'm not
family's
down.
from.
Right down the road.
Tijuana, and
Yeah.
then you know Oaxaca, like down south.
Yep. I
Yeah.
know that's it.
Oh,
Super
nice.
super poor
So-
area.
What's up with
Yeah.
the little bitty
I
sp-
love those
So
small
you get me?
areas.
Like, just bro, compare that to LA County where I'm at.
Yeah,
This
totally
is
different.
the world of the difference. I'm not gonna go live somewhere where they don't even have plumbing because I'm used to a place with indoor plumbing. I'm used to a place with a working AC. I do not have families with money down there. I come from very dirt poor family. I come from families that live out in a ranch. So if I go, I legit, that's what I have to go to. So I've gone and I visited, and I will tell you, I don't like it, and it's dangerous as fuck. I've had a lot
Yeah.
of relatives that have been kidnapped, tortured, and murdered. So I'm not fucking down to like mess with that shit. Like it's a different society down there. It's a different life.
Cartel.
right.
My dad
Rights are
said the same
different.
thing. My dad said
Yeah,
the same thing. He said
exactly.
that he won't go anymore because of how like
Yeah.
what you said. It's dangerous.
Yeah. And
Stupid.
think about this.
You want them kidneys,
Here
boys?
in the U.S., I have my Beretta that I can carry for
New
daily
Orleans
carry.
just as bad.
If someone threatens my life, I can defend myself. In Mexico, I don't have that option. In Mexico, I am the mark. I am the guy with a U.S. passport who they can kidnap for extortion. I'm not fucking down, bro. Like, it's dangerous for me down there.
You want to
Like,
hear a funny
it's
story?
bad.
You want to hear a
You got
funny
a good
story?
Mexico story?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
How my grandpa used to get his pistol across the border. He
Oh, that's
Easter
easy,
did-
bro.
no, this is how he did back in the day. He
Yeah.
does like there's like these like not 5 gallon, maybe they're 5, like those big
Buckets?
drums that have the tops on them, but they're like cardboard sides.
Yeah.
Like they have the top that has the I don't know whatever
Like ice
I don't
cream or something, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that, but the big ones. And what he would
Yeah.
do is he'd put his pistol down at the very bottom, fill it with their family's clothes, and then put a porn magazine on top. And then whenever the border patrol, he said whenever the border patrol would freaking pop the thing, they'd like the freaking white girls, naked girls, and they'd be like, oh, they let him.
Take
They let
this,
him.
yeah.
All right. You want to hear another way? And
Sure.
remember, this is not me admitting any crime. This is me merely stating a
Are we
story
talking
that
about-
I've heard passed around. And the story goes like this. This is how easy it was to transfer a gun with you back in the day. I don't know if this still works. But think about this. How many Hispanics have a sound system in their car with a big-ass subwoofer enclosure in the back?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
that subwoofer enclosure is hollow. And when you open up the back, the speaker has a big magnet, and you could wrap up your gun in aluminum foil and have it stick to the magnet, and it won't be picked up by the radar when it gets scanned.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I'm just
Should've
saying, I heard
brought
about
this
it.
up.
I ain't telling you that I did it. but a lot of
Heard it here
handguns ended
first,
up in
folks.
Mexico that way.
Yeah, let's
A lot.
might edit that out
No,
later.
my grandpa did that. But that was like he's in his 80s. Like, what are they gonna do? And that was a long time ago. That was like in the 60s.
Hey, all I did was restate a story I heard. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not admitting to any crimes.
This is
But
not
I'm just
financial advice, folks.
I'm just saying it works. It works. Is all I'm
Just
saying.
saying you could do
Try-
it.
I wouldn't test it. I wouldn't test it.
I
Definitely
never
not
I never
these days.
said that anyone should test it. Yeah, and remember, this is a story of back in the day.
Yeah,
You
just
know, the
wait.
90s.
Just show
Yeah,
Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how it gets. Sorry. It's beyond the
But
binder.
beyond
Yeah.
beyond the binder.
It's beyond the binder, baby.
I haven't hit anything yet on these packs. I'm kind of bummed.
What are you opening?
Ripping.
Also, it's past 12 for Merc,
Oh, it's almost one.
right?
Is it?
It's almost one.
Yeah. So we're good.
All
I
right,
think
this
it's the midnight stream. We can talk about whatever.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Is that a rule actually, or is it just a?
Come on.
It's-
Get that
no,
Misty.
That's just.
Calling it Misty.
Oh.
Oh, there's
That's
the hit,
cool, though.
you know? Regular hollow.
That one's the best
Yeah.
one. They needed to make that a full art.
Shout out Ethan.
That type
Yeah, I
version is probably my
I would-
favorite.
They have it.
version art.
Dying laughing. I was dying laughing that night that Cole Trainer Ryan raided y'all. And it's like y'all got raided and everyone just started ripping shit open.
It
I
was panic, dude. I panicked. I fucking started ripping
We're
shit.
like, what do we do?
Oh,
do it with my
oh,
hands.
man.
I have been waiting 5 years to open something, so I was like ready. Let's get it. Then I see everyone open it. I'm like,
And they just
Hey,
came
let's do
5
it.
hours of
Boom.
opening shit.
It
Hey,
worked though because that's what his audience wants. And then we had like 300 people or 400 people, and then like by the end of it, it was like still 150 people watching. Like,
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You retain
Yeah.
so many people, bro. It helps so much.
there's some cool people too. I got some people join
Oh,
the Instagram profile.
alright.
Appreciate you.
Since y'all talked about Cool Trainer Ryan right now, just
That's
because
funny,
every
Kitty.
time I think of him, I think about Labubus now. What do you guys think? Should I wear a life-size Labubu costume and run an Evolving Skies booster box break on my channel?
No.
Yes.
Wait, okay, a break? Like they're paying for it?
Nah, well,
You
I
better
don't
not
know.
open
I
a
don't wanna
fucking
make
Evo.
people- I want to
Eddie?
just open
Eddie?
it for me. Like, it's all my box. Like, my box. Like, I
say
created
yes.
the
I'm not
wrong
gonna
thing.
forgive you for
It's
it.
a booster box opening, not a break. A booster box opening.
I'm not gonna
How
forgive
much
Would
is
you
Evo
be-
Sky? Like,
Would you be
1800?
okay?
I'd advise
Yeah.
against it. I'm saying no.
So
Voice
this
of
is
reason.
like a hot take. This is a hot take, and I think Grimer is the one I heard it from originally, or kind of brought it up. He said that Evolving Skies, or he was like, "Do you guys think it was some podcast?" He's like, "Do you guys think Evolving Skies will ever surpass base unlimited booster boxes, like price wise? They're like 15 grand, or at the time they were like 15 grand. I think they might.
No.
They're not the first ed.
Just a-
It's a little bit of a hot take, but I could
regular
see
base
it.
set.
Evo Skies, yeah, just regular base set unlimited. I could see it happening.
All right.
Maybe
This
I'm
is why
dusted
no.
for thinking that, but
This is why no.
I mean,
As Evo Skies goes
it
up,
looks
the
better.
base
Okay.
set's gonna go up because base set is way older, more scarce. No matter what, the time between them, base set has been out for so long. Whatever was out and produced had so much more that's been open than Evo Skies,
I think
just because of that fact alone.
I think that's maybe just because of that. Like there's so many.
I don't understand what you said.
There's so far fewer.
He's saying
Of the base
scarcity is the reason why unlimited is always going to trump Evolving Skies.
Okay.
Which, yeah, I agree. It's just really hard to tell because pop
Leaf
doesn't
Green's in
move.
here. What's up, Leaf
Well,
Green?
if you were selling a base set booster box and you saw Evolving Skies surpass your box, wouldn't you list your base set box for more? Because you feel like it deserves.
Yeah, but you gotta have people buying it.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be like a.
I think there's just so
Polluted
much
effort.
hype, and it hasn't really died for Evo Skies. We've been talking about Evo Skies since 2021. I feel like that's
But has
4 or 5 years, right?
Has hype died for base set yet? Because people still buy it, and I
No,
think
yeah,
they're still
base
buying
set
it.
is since
They
it
do,
came
but-
out. Hype has definitely died for it.
Hype
They
is
do,
died.
but
On
it's-
like,
Isn't it
It'd be
biased?
nice to have the cards.
Are people just collecting base set because it's the oldest thing that existed at the time? I mean, it's the oldest thing that exists of the genre that we're in. It's the only reason. Think about it this way. If in 20 years from now the kids grow up that saw their parents opening Evolving Skies like freaking maniacs, grow up and then they have the ability to buy all those cards, let's say then demand is lower and they're selling for $100. Let's say the Moonbryon is selling for $1,000 still raw. If they have enough money, they're gonna buy that stuff up, and if there's enough people buying all that stuff at once, seeking their nostalgia as we are now, and that could cause another boom, and then to hell with base set. It's all gonna be Evolving Skies.
What would you
That's
want?
one way of looking at it. Or they're still gonna. I mean, are these kids 20 years from now really want base set?
Right.
In your guys' opinion, or is it really us
I don't
that
think
have
so. Yeah.
kind
Check
of
this out.
set up this that?
Check this out.
Comparatively, Evolving
I think-
Skies slaps. It shits on
Exactly.
base set.
Check this
Yeah.
out.
Art, yeah.
But if you had the
I
chance
think
to buy
anyone that
one
enters-
versus the other, you would probably pick the older one, right? Just because it's older. But that's us, so I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's bias.
Yeah, that's right.
And 20
Alright.
years from now, it could be something else because of just conditioning,
20
culture,
years
the way
from now, it could be
things
any
are.
yellow border set, right?
Vintage could be categorized as tops.
Like junk wax.
Yeah.
We appreciate
I
you.
mean, you
Yeah.
look at vintage. You have vintage, and then you have vintage tops. And there used to be a huge, like tops used to be dirt cheap. Now, slowly but surely, like you look at the disco hollows and stuff like that, the niche cards,
The best
and
ones.
those
Yeah.
have a massive premium on them. But it could be that if demand completely dissolves, this stuff could be tossed aside.
All right, check this out. So in 20 years from now, new people enter the hobby. They want to start collecting. Nobody's gonna want the Roots, the first set that ever came out. Nobody's gonna say, "I know all these cards are coming out at this year in the future." No one's gonna want to go back in time and collect the vintage that quote unquote nobody else is looking out for.
That is a good
'Cause
point
right
because
now,
a true
some
fan would
people-
want the
I
old
think
shit.
I think they will. I think there are people that will.
Yeah.
I just don't know how many
Yep.
people will. And then it also depends
But-
on the price of the cards. If you think about like what the value of the cards is, like I think for base unlimited, Charizard's like I just think the only valuable one, like comparatively to the other cards in Evolving Skies. If you take like the box price compared to like the hits of the set, and if the Evo Skies just has way more cards that are worth so much more. Like if you were gonna open that box, there's a chance I think because people won't want to gamble on just, oh, what if I don't get the Charizard, then it's a bust. The box is 30 grand or 40, 50 grand, whatever it is at the time.
Yeah.
And it might not be worth the gamble. And, Evo Skies, my chances are better. I don't know. Just
Geez,
throwing.
what if Crown Zenith ends up trumping all of this? Just because of pull rates.
Here.
I still refer back to what I was saying and tying that into the scarcity. Even if there isn't that much of a demand, the fact that there will be a demand for the hardcore fans, for the true fans that want everything, and the fact that it's going to be more scarce because now you're adding 20 years beyond this current time.
Yeah.
Right now, do you think those sets are scarce? Can you go to any hobby shop and pick up a original base set booster box that's sealed?
Here's
I
a
know I cannot.
Leaf Green commented
I have
base.
to go to very specific spots. And in the future, they're going to have to go to even more very specific spots. And there's probably going to be less people clamoring for it. But the fact that there's going to be people clamoring for it means there's still competition. There's still demand. That product is still hot. Those in control of the product still know it's a moneymaker. And they know there's less of this than Evolving Skies. And they're selling you Evolving Skies anyways. So they're going to price that item higher than Evolving Skies because you're buying it from the same guy.
Leaf Green
You're still
brings up
buying
a
the
point.
cards off somebody.
He says that
It's kind of
Go ahead.
it's kind of like old antique guns that don't even shoot anymore. Well,
And they're millions.
and always more like the old original Colts are always, even if it doesn't function or you can't shoot it, it's in a museum
Mhm.
somewhere. It'll always be more expensive. I don't think any. I mean, what is Skyridge more expensive than base set unlimited?
Maybe.
Oh,
Probably
yeah,
a
it might
couple
be
things that are more
actually.
expensive.
But museum pieces are
More
put
than
there for
limited,
their
probably.
historical significance, not as much for their
Yeah.
monetary value, though.
And Pokemon has historical significance right now because it's already gonna hit 30 years, and in 20 years it's gonna
Historical
hit 50.
significance?
In
Holy
20 years
shit,
it'll be
boys.
50 years, half of a century.
Rare
You're telling me
candy
half of a century doesn't mean anything?
at Sky Ridge
It's
for
a big deal, I think.
95,000
Historically, it's not
damn.
there.
in
I don't
stock.
think.
It's $8.99 delivery,
Historically,
boys.
it's 30 years. There's people that were born and they have died, and Pokemon was there their whole life. It has historical
Only
significance.
100,000.
Oh yeah, I think it has historical significance.
To the extent that it might not go to zero, sure, I agree. But it's still too early, even though it's been 30
They are-
years.
Well, here's a good point,
already
Base.
have-
Sky Ridge has already surpassed base set, and it's newer.
All right,
And then there's another.
Oh,
Leaf Green brought up the
Sky
point of
I got a question.
If
got
there's-
one
I think that's
question.
because
Is
more
Skyridge
more demand for
Wizards
Evolving
cost
Skies right
zero?
now and more being opened, wouldn't it mean that it would catch up in scarcity?
Yeah, he has a good point.
There is more demand. There is
But
more
also
being
there
opened,
was-
I will give you that. but it's
imagine
at
the
a lower
demand
price
when it-
point, so it's more affordable.
There was a
I could afford a $30 pack, but not like an $800 pack. So I'm gonna open 10 of the $30 packs and still save money over the
but
$800 pack.
there was also Pokemania going on with the OG as well. So there was like a little mini there was a boom then too. So it was like you can kind of argue
I
the same.
I do give you that. And
Well,
then
not-
Skyridge.
I'm not
was
arguing
scarce.
against you,
It
I'm
was
just-
a short printed, right?
I don't know.
Skyridge is a lot more than I think. Yeah, Skyridge.
You said Skyridge is 95,000 right now, right?
On Rare Candy.
On Rare Candy?
Yeah.
That's significantly
You know-
more.
In stock.
But yeah, I'm not
Plus
saying.
shipping.
Well, if it sounds
$8.
like I'm arguing, it's because I am on pills. Remember that I'm still on pills
No,
because
don't
of pain.
No, and that's fine that you're
I'm not
arguing.
arguing.
You may be right.
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with the points that were brought up by the person right now. How Son of a Merc stated them.
Well, also
But
though,
if it
it's
sounded like I was
kind of the
arguing this
same
point.
for the base set because there was a mania there was the Pokemania going on back then too, and everybody was ripping it, so it could kind of have the same effects, but to an extent.
Also, the
No, you-
last boom. The last boom, people had certain triggers to go back to base set.
but unlimited
were
is unlimited, right?
Into, like, they were heavy into what was that reprint of those old cards? Evolutions?
Evolutions. Yep.
Yeah, they were heavy into that. I think we had just gotten Celebrations too, which was another reprint.
Yep. Celebrations reprinted the classic Charizard and classic Pikachu.
So it was very much, well, maybe not intentional, but it was very well calculated that people looking at those cards would obviously want to go back and collect the original copies. So it's really tough to say because last time there was a lot of stuff to make us lead to make it seem like base set was the move, but now not so much. Everything is going up now, but there's no direct correlation between vintage and anything modern, for example.
I'm gonna give you a
Base set is
hot
so,
take.
to me now.
I'm-
Sorry guys.
I'm gonna give you a
Should-
hot take. Base.
Mhm.
All right. How much is the cost of a base set booster box again? Could you just give me that before I go on this hot take?
Hell, I don't know.
25K?
25?
25K. All right.
I don't know, around
Base
there.
set is out of the hands of most of us. So we might think it's not that
30.
hot, but if you get a
Yeah.
base set booster box, that's a vehicle that you're pretty much dropping. 25 grand will get you
A
a nice
Mustang?
little used car. Yeah. So it's a vehicle. Most of us do not have just a vehicle laying around that we can just give up so we could have a box of cardboard in the closet. Most of us will rather do 300 or 500 bucks, for like a booster box or two, depending on some other sets, and take the gamble that if you sit on it for 5-10 years, it's going to go up so much. That is the investment strategy for the type of person we are because we don't have that type of collateral. But for people that do have that type of collateral, is there a way to track sales and moving data for base set booster boxes right now through a marketplace? Because I'd love to see how much of it is being sold. Like,
Shit.
will eBay show like recent sales for original base set booster packs or booster boxes and how much they're going for?
TCG.
Because I
Yeah.
want to see if there is a demand right now that is heavy for it. You get me? Like, what's the volume of sales? Because I know it's a different
It's-
tier.
There's no data.
It's a higher priced item.
There's no data on TCG.
Yeah.
No data.
It's definitely not. It
It's
doesn't.
not.
Base definitely doesn't sell as often as Evo Skies for sure.
There's
You don't have any
Yeah.
Evo booster boxes?
Japanese base set is 30 grand on TCG
30
Player.
grand? All right.
Japanese.
So how many Evo Skies booster boxes need to be sold to equal one base set booster box?
15.
18, you said?
15.
15? All right.
I think, yeah.
So how many Evo Skies booster boxes are shown in the sales data recently, like for daily sales? For every 15 Evo Skies booster boxes, that's one original base set booster box. And you're able to show that this equivalent of base set booster boxes is being sold in terms of Evo Skies booster boxes to show the demand of Evo Skies over base set right now.
Well, there's a lot of, I mean,
I was passing out.
I don't know.
Did it make
Smalls
sense?
going
I
9-9.
Yeah, but there's a lot of private sales and stuff too. I mean, who knows how many are selling,
Yeah, I understand.
how many are moving.
Yeah, but I figure there's certain marketplaces that we have access to that we could look at.
Well, there's only
That's
one listed
the only data we have to play with.
for TCG.
All right,
and
one
that's
sale?
Japanese.
One booster
I
box?
feel like nowadays those are done privately
Yeah.
and not through eBay and stuff, so there's no paper trail, you know?
But
So
all
I
right, but if
hard to
that's
measure.
the case, though, you have to use TCG Player as the market price, right? That's what's established by the historical data on TCG Player.
Not for that.
So-
Not for those big
Yes.
items.
So how do you know if you're being ripped off or not?
That's why I don't buy those things.
That's why it's secondary market.
This would be good questions for the Mahar, the high-end
Yeah,
tier
definitely.
trophy collector, because this is stuff
Yeah.
that he probably knows the market for this stuff and knows how
Yeah.
people value this or price this stuff.
I feel like
But
the answer is
regardless-
he,
I gotta pee again,
he
guys.
has people that
All
tell
right.
him, I mean, that makes
But
no sense.
Regardless, check this out. Original base set had 0 sales, right, for historical data when you checked right now. And Evil Skies had 1 booster box only sold. But Evil Skies is considerably a lot cheaper than original base set. So it's not even the equivalent of 1 original base set booster box sold, because there'd have to be 15 Evil Skies booster boxes sold to equate the price of 1 original base set booster box. So it seems like they're the same in terms of hype, in terms of demand, based on the visible sales data that we can see right now. It doesn't seem like Evo Skies is way more in demand, or that even the original base set is way more in demand. If that makes any sense. I know I rambled, but do y'all see what I'm seeing in this or not?
I don't think Evolving Skies will ever be more expensive than base set.
I think you and Paul are in the same, you and Eddie are in the same camp, and you guys might be right. That's why it's a bit of a hot take. But yeah,
But I
don't know.
agree with you. There's more cards that have more potential in Evolving Skies to do well. And if you're looking at it in terms of, well, if you buy this box and you pull this card, this is the value of the card, so it's worth this percentage of what you put towards the box. More of the cards you pull out of Evo Skies will be worth it than the cards you will pull out of the base set box, based off what you're paying for that box and based off the price that those cards are worth. Because like you said, with the original base set, if you don't pull the Charizard, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, like
But
every
with-
other holo, from what I remember, is like
Yeah.
they're just like around $800 to $1,000 in a PSA 10. Like every other holo, but the Charizard. Charizard's like 20 grand right now. It probably went up because of the hype, but like the Rayquaza from Evolving Skies in a 10 is 8 to 1,000. You know,
Yeah.
right?
And
It was like
there's
1,300
various
at one
versions.
point.
Yeah.
It's
You got the
So
Ray
it's like
Ray,
there's the
the other
equivalent.
evolutions. Yeah.
The
I see
Umbreon
what
is
you
definitely
mean.
not as much as the Charizard. It's 10 times less. You know, right? It's like 2,000 right now or 2,500.
Mhm.
I'm in a 10, but yeah, it's just, yeah, I wonder, it's just something that it's interesting to think about, like in 10 years or 15 years, could it pass up or get, how close could it get? Because I think it'll get closer for sure, at least. I think it'll
Can one of you look up pop reports for the Charizard card in Base Set Unlimited versus the Moon Bunny? I want to see what their pop reports look like compared to each other. Since the
Bro,
Moon Bunny
Bunny's
is
like-
10x less.
it's
No, I
gonna be so bad.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that's
be bad.
Why?
We're
'cause the
talking
Moon Bunny's at
hundreds
like 30,000
of
probably
thousands,
now.
bro. That's
And what
why
about the Charizard?
Shit.
probably like 100 or 200 pop.
That's it?
No,
Yeah,
not for
not for-
unlimited.
Nah.
Oh,
Nah,
for
bro.
unlimited. No, I don't know.
Yeah, we're looking at base set unlimited, and that's the two sets we're comparing in this situation.
See, I have it right here. So in a 10, oh, you might be right, FOMO. Oh, you're pretty close. Less than I thought. 488. That's it.
For Charizard?
For Charizard in an unlimited PSA 10.
Okay.
FOMO's not far off.
488.
And that should be enough to
And Moon Bunny?
secure base set on top of Evolving Skies, in theory. But since Pop
Yeah.
doesn't matter, I have no idea
let's-
if it's gonna matter in 20 years from now.
Let's just see what it's at. Just for shits and giggles, though. I
It's
want to
like
see what Moon Bunny PSA
15,000.
10.
It's like lower than probably
1,000 or
15,000. 15,000, I think.
15K?
I haven't looked it up, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Okay.
around 15K.
Let's see. That's a lot for PSA 10s, huh?
No, yeah, it's
What,
the pop is crazy on it.
I can see Evolving Skies getting more expensive than maybe what's the most expensive box from Sun?
17,000.
17,000 PSA 10s?
Just had them.
Jeez.
What do you say, Paul? The most expensive?
Then tag
I-
team?
Maybe passing up Sun and Moon and stuff, maybe, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Something just happened.
Thousand right now and say Evolving Skies 2,000.
There we go.
Do you ever think the difference between them will ever get closer, or do you think it'll always be around that 25,000, 28,000 mark?
Oh no, I definitely think Evolving Skies has room to improve because of how hot it's come out from the gate.
How much
I
do you
just think
think a McDonald's Big Mac will cost in 20 years? Probably like $20 for a hamburger.
Yeah.
At least 10.
Wait
There's
a
no more
minute,
dollar. Does a dollar menu even exist in America anymore or no?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah, it does.
There's
You
no
have
dollar
to have
menu?
an app now. If
Are we
you
even
use
gonna
an
be
app,
operating
you can
in
get dollar
dollars?
menu.
Shit.
You don't even get a hard copy of your burger. You get a digital
Yeah,
burger. You can download your burger into the Neuralink. Download your calories.
Yeah.
Leaf Green, do you want to? You're welcome to hop on if you want to.
Yeah, we told you you're more than welcome anytime, bro. It's just we never
No
got
pressure.
time to set it up.
Just
Things
whenever.
happen.
Always
Jump
welcome.
on now.
Okay, let me pull this up.
I put all the pressure. They call me Mr. Peer Pressure in case you didn't know.
FOMO, I guess you saw this already.
I
I just saw.
But I
love these one line.
Yeah, I got what I wanted. I wanted to make Paul laugh like that. All right, let's freaking go. This night's a success.
Bro, I'm
What is
fucking,
this card that we're looking at? The Arcanine?
Yeah, what is this?
What is it from?
Is it the Gym
What am I
2 boxes?
Oh, is this the one that Edwin
Yeah.
has? The one thing he was talking about earlier?
Fearless Terrestrial had the same unfortunate release date. I guess this is a different set completely.
Oh, it's a different set, but it says it's
Overshadowed.
overshadowed because of
Yeah.
yeah.
What do y'all think about the chandelier on his fucking head?
I don't mind it anymore.
The chandelier.
It literally is a chandelier. But,
Oh, it is.
The Beast.
Yeah, I still can't get behind
Be
these.
impressed. Be impressed.
Crowns.
I like the shading that they do with the
Shit.
Love you, Eddie.
What do y'all
I
think?
love you guys too.
Heard that.
The new
Leaf Green.
thing, the head thing, like I don't know, Pokemon it's gonna be megas, right? Not head, like the.
I didn't like the hats, bro. I don't like the hats. I said it early in Scarlet and Violet. I'm not a big fan of the hats for Scarlet and Violet. Some of the Pokemon can rock it, but most of them no, bro. No.
I'm used to it.
Where's your
I don't
hat?
mind
Where's
it.
your hat, Josh?
What?
His
Where's your hat?
Terra hat.
Oh. Dude, this thing is dead.
Oh, you blasted.
Wow.
I made it smaller too. I taped it up smaller because my daughter actually wanted to wear it. So
Nice.
Nice.
This is a representative of the Pokemon Crash at the end of Scarlet and Violet.
Looks just like it.
Yeah, that's funny.
This
Dude,
never made
dude,
it
they
to a
can make
video,
that into a
sadly.
meme.
Whose card?
Make it into a meme.
yeah.
Toy Brigade. Can I see that card again? Who showed a
What
card?
card?
Oh, Suge, I remember what I was gonna tell you. You remember you told me about those
It
shells?
might be behind.
Yeah, you never got back to me.
No, I'm getting back to you now. Can you give me the smaller one out of the two? There was two of them only. The smaller one, the one that's only like
What
four.
do we have? You good?
The ones like I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the industrial like Costco
Not the
like
big-ass
warehouse.
one.
Paul
Nah,
Paul
the
said
smaller one.
Shug's trying to turn Bay's house into a Home Depot.
Trying to get back to you now.
The one on the screen. Yeah, dude, for sure. I'll buy. I think I have your address. I need you to send me your address one more time, or I can just send you the money PayPal. That's what I'll do. It'll be
This one.
easier.
Oh, Arcanine.
Well,
My bad.
I don't have Costco right now. If you
What do you mean
just,
you don't have Costco?
if you, I don't have a Costco membership, so I wouldn't be able to get it. Wasn't it at Costco that you showed me the 2 links?
Oh,
They're
okay.
both
Yeah, I
at
can see
Costco.
if there's another like. I have a
Yeah.
Costco membership. I don't know if
Yeah,
my
if you
Japanese
just
one will
order
work
it
for
on
the
there-
States.
They
It's a
should.
Japanese
worldwide
Costco membership.
membership.
Okay. Then I'll
Yeah.
order it. I just need you to send me your address again.
Yeah, I'll send you a text or a message. I'll send
So-
you a DM with it.
Chinese set that came out. Toy Brigade.
Oh, okay. This is what. I was like, what card?
It's
Hey,
reselling.
FOMO, how many nurses are you gonna fuck next semester?
Ooh.
There are no
Damn,
nurses.
this
Lots
went
of nurses.
NC-17 real
Nurses
quick.
are teachers.
Oh man.
That doesn't. It's not
The
how it
question
goes.
stands.
That's how you get the
How
A.
it
Stands
goes.
the same.
Unfortunately.
I mean, it could be if you watch Grey's Anatomy. Could
The
be.
world is your oyster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Hey, FOMO, you know the legends that they make it happen, bro. Become that legend.
The Legends.
What's that
Do they have a
Sandlot
nurse-
quote?
do they have a
Comment.
nurse joy card?
Huh?
Do they have a nurse joy card?
Yeah. Wait, Nurse
They
Joy?
have a Pokemon Center lady.
Pokemon Center lady is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
What the
Yeah, they
heck?
can't even name her Nurse Joy.
Just get the
What the heck?
parasol lady. Instead.
Wait, don't they have a Nurse Joy card that's like with a text box?
They gotta have a Nurse Joy card. I can't think of it, but I'm sure there's no way there's not one.
I feel like there's one in Japan. But
Did
I
you
might be
ever
wrong.
sell those Magic cards, Merc? Did you ever
No.
put those up on eBay?
I
Are they
ain't
just sitting in
Yeah.
a tote?
They ain't worth. I don't think they're worth the shit.
Hey, Merc.
Because I'm sure
should-
players would buy
should just
them. I'm
list
sure they're worth something
Yeah.
because Magic, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? There's no standard rotation. You can
Right.
just play any card.
Yeah, I'm just.
So I mean,
There's
they're probably
shit
worth
in there.
something still. Especially the lands, the old lands.
They are. I'm just
People
Wait.
want those.
very motivated.
I don't know why.
to
they
Message,
don't-
Who's that football player that's on Instagram collects Pokemon and Magic cards? And you know what I'm talking about?
Black.
No.
I'll have to send the link. I said you should just drop him a DM with like, hey, you want to buy all this? He plays Magic and everything. I wonder if he would.
Probably would. Yeah, $300.
I was gonna say though, is Yu-Gi-Oh really like that, where you could play any card that's come out as long as it's not on the banned list?
Yeah.
Like they don't have like a rotation, like it has to be like from this set on. Because I know different.
I mean, there's
printings
metas.
on different cards. Aren't different cards from different printings like worded differently, or are they always the same exact card? Like, does the older printing of a Magic card, like, or a spell card, like, state its effect slightly different than the newer printing will?
Depends if
I don't
it's
think
the
so.
same
I think they
card.
keep them the same.
Because I know One Piece had that, right? Like the
Yeah,
the
Rare
old,
Rata. Yeah.
yeah,
The blue
Errata.
bottom boxes. Yeah.
Yeah, versus post errata. So for
Mhm.
Yu-Gi-Oh, they didn't have a similar thing where like Solemn Wishes has always stated it the same way. Like it didn't like change like the wording by 1 or 2 words on certain cards. Because I thought that was a thing.
They may have a couple cards, but I
I don't know. I think the reason One Piece had that was because they rushed the release of the game and they didn't flush everything. Like that was a brand new game, right? It had never been played, so maybe it wasn't tested well enough. And then they realized afterwards, like, oh, this card doesn't read how we thought it read, and so we need to change the text on it to make it actually play the way we intended. But I don't know, like it's a game that's been, I think they're better with it now, and as far as like they know how the game plays and how people interact with the cards and read them and understand them. So I think that was just because I feel like that's not great for a game if you're consistently like having cards where you're changing the meaning of them.
Yeah.
And then you got 2 copies out there, and then it just maybe I don't know enough about it, but
See, what they are prioritizing right now is the meta, and if there is a problem with the wording of a card, they will do their best in order to not break the meta. The meta is their baby, and they will keep the meta as whole as they possibly can. If they have to post them pre-erotic cards, they will do that. That's their fault, but they have to make sure everything is working properly.
See,
But
I'll look
yeah,
up.
they are guilty of that, especially for the first 4 to 5 sets, and now I think they finally.
Is Paul doing research?
Paul's about to sleep.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying that, FOMO. That was kind of. I'm delusional right now. I don't know what.
So, Shug, has there been a lot of Pikachu promos dropping lately in Japan?
I think FOMO froze.
he did freeze.
On that shit, dude.
Bobo, you froze.
He's froze funny too.
No, maybe he's in.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
I thought the
was
whole thing crashed. Okay.
I don't know about Pikachu cards. Promo I
sure.
haven't seen really any.
These might be old.
Wasn't there the Pikachu that came out in the Chinese packs? The Captain Hat Pikachu, that was the exclusive.
Yeah, he said
Pikachu
Japanese
that's most
though, right?
Yeah, Japanese.
Yeah, I think that outside of Japanese, that's probably the most. Yeah, these are old.
They are old.
Yeah, these are Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, right? Yeah,
Yes.
You gotta go.
SP.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed. I'm starting to see little
That's X1.
stars.
Get loopy. Okay.
All right, laters, buddy.
This one.
Thanks,
nice
Paul.
having you on here.
Yeah, Paul. I'll see you later.
Have a good one.
Appreciate you.
Sorry for sending that, FOMO. That was kind of tacky.
What? Nurses?
Sweet dreams, Paul.
What?
Fucking nurse thing.
Nah, you're
No,
good.
that
Don't worry
wasn't
about it.
at all.
All right.
He does
good.
have
But
nurses following him.
everyone that watches this VOD and everyone in the chat, go tell all your friends about this podcast, or you're gonna get hit by an asteroid.
Go sub to Paul.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
You heard it here first,
with-
folks.
he leaves.
Those old internet urban legends. Let's fucking go.
So this is.
You remember
Yeah.
those, like the chainmail ones? Like, now that you open this, you have to share it to 10 friends, or else this lady shows up by your bed at 3 a.m.
Oh yeah.
I remember those. Yeah, that was a thing, bro,
Show this
for
to
the
5
longest.
people.
And you know
love
what?
Jesus. Yeah.
Don't lie. You always
Yeah.
shared the shit out because you didn't want that lady showing up in your bed by 3 a.m.
I never shared it out.
A lady showing up in your bed.
How many
I don't
times
know,
did
a lot
they
of
show
people
up?
Probably would want that.
Never.
Dang. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
going to test the waters on this one.
So you're telling me these are old?
They're not on the screen anymore, but the
Yeah.
the ones that you were showing that I saw the top line at least, those are old. I mean,
What
old
about this
is
one?
relative, I guess.
Wait. Make the screen bigger.
Let's see who
The left one?
Screen.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, it's Sword and Shield, I believe. Yeah.
SP. What is?
Yeah, S is
promo.
S promo is Sword and Shield promo. I'm pretty sure. Those came in like
this is
promo
old.
packs. So like here in Japan, when they release most sets, I
What
don't
does
know.
this say?
I think it's most sets. I can't read it. It's blurry. It says
Oh, I
promo
have it
card
right.
campaign. It says Pika
Wait.
Pika Pikachu promo card campaign.
Lots
Zoom
of
out of
detail
it.
there.
Let me look at it.
Japan.
I have that in a slab, bro. I have that in a slab.
Do you?
Yeah,
in
I got it
English?
in a blind bag.
Hmm.
It's the old label
I have that
CGC
Pichu.
9.5, so it becomes a CGC 10.
Pichu?
Mm.
Where at? Oh, right here.
That Pichu, the mischievous Pichu, I have that.
That's awesome. Oh,
That looks nice,
yeah,
bro.
the camera.
Do you see the one that Rusty had this in a PSA 6, cracked it, sent it to CGC, and it got a pristine 10?
Oh, really? A 6?
Yeah, that same exact card, yeah.
Damn.
I think it was a 6 or a 7 PSA. That card's
Oh,
expensive, yeah.
Shibuya. Yeah.
I want to say something, guys. Dude,
Oh, that's
all right.
with the
Who
melodic
I used to have that
in the
one.
back, dude. Oh, let me get that. 72
Who
is
here
not bad.
remembers me bringing up one time how you could just buy like cheap slabs, like let's say like PSA 6s or
What am I
7s,
doing?
crack them open, and then sell it as a raw card to like make more money?
Yeah, people do that.
Okay, I saw a creator friend of mine who happens to run a card shop, and he posted a reel where he did that on Instagram, where he like cracked out a PSA graded card. I think it was like, oh no, it was a CGC 8.5, I believe. And he's like, want to see how to make money with a hammer? He used the hammer to break the slab. He pulled out the card, and then he put the price on it of what it was raw, and it went up like $20. It went from like a $41 card to like a $60 card.
Yeah, FOMO
And he
and
put it out on the
Merc will
shelf.
probably remember that. That was like something that was like talked about so much back, I feel like, in the early days of when we first kind of came around back in the hobby. Like people used to talk about it all the time. It's like, oh, just crack it out. It's worth more. Sell it raw.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's so many new people now,
Everybody's cracking.
and a lot of people don't know that. That's a good point that you bring that up because I haven't heard people say that in forever now. It's kind of just like a
I
known
feel like
thing.
it's
I feel like the
such an
basics aren't
infinite
covered
money
anymore.
glitch. Because I looked it up. If you look up the Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, the PSA 7 I think was like 100 and something, but the PSA 6 was like 90, I think. So if you find it as a PSA 6, you got it for 90, but you could in theory crack it out and sell it as a raw card for 2 something, you know?
That's wild.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
Infinite money glitch. That's a nice card.
Yeah, I love these. The little, it's like a digital.
It's like Disco Hollow.
It's like digital, like little squares.
Yeah, kind of like the Disco Hollow test print cards. No, or is it different?
It's different. Okay, let me turn the light on.
The AirPods I had on died.
Oh,
It just switched over to my regular speakers.
what are you showing?
Does it still-
Talking to me? Why isn't this?
Yeah, you're way off camera. There you go.
It's like
Oh
a
yeah,
square.
hit that light just right.
What is happening?
I've seen it on your Instagram. I just can't remember exactly. Yeah, it's a cool card.
I want to get
Quick
the
grade
whole little
fire.
movie commemoration set eventually.
There's 14 people in here right now. That's
Spiky-eared
crazy.
Pichu. I want that one. You gonna find
Which
it
one?
for me? Spiky-eared Pichu. Let me see.
Mischievous Pichu one?
No, it's spiky-eared. It's got the same. It's from the
They say we had 14 people and then one left.
Yeah.
Oh, one came back.
Dude, it's the commemoration.
They're like,
set.
not today.
What are you guys' thought on that? On what I brought up about the slabs? How it's pretty simple, where someone could just do that, crack it out, you sell it as raw, and it's pretty much you could almost double the value or triple the value of some cards doing that. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's something people do.
I do it in Central America a lot.
Central America.
I don't do it as like a
we're talking about
business
that, huh?
thing.
Yeah, see, the way they see profit through it, some people, of course, are collectors, some are just seeking profit. Typically, they buy the 7s, 6s, 5s, whatever. They crack it, and they either stick it in their binder because
The best one.
it looks nice, or they just sell it raw and make a buck. And it works in Central America because there's no grading over there. So really, grading doesn't really merit a
There's
premium.
0 grading companies, or the people just don't grade cards very frequently.
They don't grade. They know about PSA, but they would have to ship it over to the States. I heard a rumor of there being a PSA grading company in Costa Rica, but honestly, at this point, I think that's
I
BS.
thought CGC has a Latin America office, doesn't it?
I could have sworn I had researched that like a year ago, I think, and it existed, but now it just ceased to exist all of a sudden. I don't know
I
what
feel like that
happened.
would be the first
Huh.
place you go. like before anywhere
I have a
else,
question.
next door.
So no premium for
Yeah.
10s. They don't see any real value. It's better just to get the ones that are already graded and crack them open and sell them.
And if in essence, do you feel that the 6s and the 7s, when you sell them raw, that most people will be able to see why they graded as a 6 or a 7? Do you feel like as a 6 or a 7, it's going to have too much dings on it or scratches? Or do you feel it's still going to be really clean, just really off center, maybe? And
That's
if
where
it's really off center, it's still, near mint. It's just off center.
It's a
Yeah,
7.
that's where selectivity comes in because there's a wide range of cards that can grade between
Don't tag it with a broke.
5 and 7. I mean, bro, if you just dent a card or bend a card a certain way, it'll automatically be a PSA 6, right? So they
Yeah.
will actively seek out those that look cleaner than others, and of course they do their due diligence by looking at the front and the back of the card before making any decision. And the majority of the time, these things are in auction.
Do you think
Oh,
I
So
yeah.
that
And eBay forces you now to put the condition of the raw card.
should I go for an 8?
You didn't used to have to do that,
Unless it's
remember?
graded. Unless, well, if it's graded, then you do have to put the.
No, I'm saying if you put a raw card on eBay, though, you're forced to say if it's near mint or there's like 4 categories on eBay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're
Like
supposed to put
heavily
like what,
played.
and they have like their own guidelines to say what is a near mint card, what is a, whatever the grade is, excellent, what is poor, what is fair, whatever.
Pack
But you have to
fresh
put
is
a
near
like
mint.
a
Alright.
condition.
Whatever that
Let me play
means.
devil's advocate here. So let me play devil's advocate. In theory, do you think it would be super simple for someone to just go to a card show, scoop up all the slabs that are graded lower, like we're saying right now, like 6s or 7s, or let's say the slabs from the less reputable company? Maybe they went and got a bunch of tag 9s that are selling less than what a PSA 6 or 7 is worth for a specific card. So that's also the play because it's a nicer looking card, but it came from a less reputable grading company, which is still less of an entry point for you. So it still stands to make more of a profit, right? But let's say somebody does this, they clean out a whole show, right? Like a collecticon. They turn around, they have a TCG player account set up, and they sell all these cards on there as like near mint. Do you think even risking it, most people will not complain and they'll just be like, oh, cool, this is a pretty clean copy for my binder? Like, do you think that's a business model that's actually maybe being approached by certain individuals? Maybe this is what's contributing to some of the hype.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly who's doing it. Yeah, I look at them on eBay all the time, and I look at them.
Yep.
It's a little
all the
opposite
time.
for vintage though. You can get a beat up vintage card and grade it, and it's magically worth more.
You know who they are? They're the
Yeah.
guys putting the stock photo on instead of actually putting the pictures. They just show you a
Exactly.
stock
You
photo of
understand what
the
I'm
card,
saying now?
and they have like
Yeah.
20 copies of them up for sale.
Yeah, and the lower
Yeah,
the
you
card
understand.
is, like value-wise, the less likely they are to be like, okay, I'm gonna try and get my money back. Like, and they're just putting like thousands of copies of $2 cards, and then if it's not near mint, maybe they return it, but who cares? Like, I wouldn't for $2. I'd be like, fuck, I'm just not gonna buy from this buyer again. It's a waste of time. But for me to go,
Buy more
try and get
next
$2 back.
All right. And check this out. With
Try to
TCG
get a better
Player,
one.
with the anonymity of it all, because it's an online marketplace, what's to prevent that seller from changing their name of their marketplace the next day and you thinking it's a different marketplace and you buying again?
Well, you can only have
They have
one
levels,
bank
though.
account too, I think. Like there's one account that you're tied to with your bank and your card. And if you create another account with the same card or bank, then it kind of fucks you over. That's what happened to me.
But you could have multiple banks. Like, I'm just saying, like, you could have 4,
you can't
5,
have-
6 different banks set up with accounts, right?
You can't have multiple accounts using the same card numbers and stuff like that.
No, I get that. It would be different banks, different cards from different banks, but they're still assigned to the same person. Like, you could
So
have
it is
Bank of
something that they
America
do on
and Chase.
Mercari, though. Like you're talking
And you
about,
could
there's
have
people that
Wells
run
Fargo.
scams. People that run scams on Mercari like all the time, and you get their account reported. I got one person banned one time because they sold me a fake case of 151, and I got my money back, but the account, dropped. But the same photo, like there was multiple accounts with the same exact photo, and it's not like a stock photo you get on the internet. It's like in somebody's house. Like maybe they're using somebody else's photo, but I think that what you're saying they're doing on like Mercari pretty often, pretty frequently. I don't know about
think you'd be
TCG
waiting
player
to
though.
use somebody else's photo.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's
I
just
just
like
thought-
such a low, like there's no. That's why people say it's like the Wild West in Mercari, because the what's it called, the per overview like is terrible. Mercari's trying to do a better job at it, but they're compared to like, you know, TCG Player or eBay, it's so much worse, I feel like.
You're super low, Eddie.
There are things to think about. You get me? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people. It just depends on the money, right? How much money you're gonna make from it, if it's worth it.
No, I think, but that's a good point. Like people are definitely doing that, where they're just putting up cards that they know aren't actually how they're advertising the condition they're in, but they know people aren't going to sweat over $2. Most people, like maybe they get some returns, but they give those people their money back. 2 out of 10 people, but then the rest, the 80% of people that don't complain, they're making a profit on.
Yep.
Lemon Sour Raid.
Lemon Sour Squad.
Welcome
What's
in.
up, bro?
Let's freaking go. What's up, Dorian?
What's up, guys?
Lemon Sour Squad and everybody. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all.
That's awesome.
Who's coming in from the raid? Because I can't see chat, guys.
Dorian's just so far.
I can't. What is this? Pantalica?
Oh, yeah,
Dorian.
Pantalica.
Oh,
Welcome in.
Pantalica? That's cool.
What's up, y'all?
But yeah,
Do you guys go ahead.
I was thinking like for some of the big chase cards, it wouldn't be that bad of an idea if I just got like a cheaper slab and I just cracked it out, put that card in my binder. Like I was trying to think the other day, like the Magic card was the card specifically I was thinking about too, because I'm like, damn, that shit's expensive as hell right now, guys. And even chasing it out of Chaldea, it's gonna be kind of hard to get. So I don't know, like a PSA 6 on that one sounds pretty nice.
Doing pretty swell.
You guys watch the
reprinted?
What?
I'm still waiting for that card to get reprinted so that they fix the card quality.
Magic card.
I thought it did get reprinted.
Did it? I don't even know anymore.
Didn't it come with Paradox or something like that? I don't know. I don't think it was enough to make a difference.
Did it? Yeah. You're right. It possibly. Let me check actually, because I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, for Paldea Evolved, they've had
Mr. P.
two prints, I think.
I know you follow.
Oh shit.
Mr. P.
Well, I remember him talking about
Metallica, I'm doing good. How are you?
They thought that was gonna crash. Mr. P still holding strong.
What did you guys see the numbers for Pokemon and what they printed last year?
1.8 billion.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then did you watch the podcast, Slap podcast, where the Greeny and Oak were talking about what they thought will be next year's numbers?
Yeah, less or more.
Oh god.
Yeah, Oak said he thought like 9 million, which I think is crazy. And then Greeny said he thought like at least 11.9 billion, which I agree with. My guess was, I guess 12.8, which might be high, but my reason for that was the demand, and then also they're printing cards in Latin American Spanish now, so there's another language added.
Oh yeah.
Add one. The disclaimer that they months ago about printing to capacity. So they should print more this year.
Yeah, they're going to be upping for sure.
Previously print more, so they have to surpass it to be able to say they're printing to capacity.
Oh man, if you put it that way,
yeah,
the hype really kicked in the last 3 months of last year.
It could be less.
So,
yeah.
They don't.
4X? Are we gonna 4X next year?
No, there's no way.
Billion?
I feel like this era is gonna stay the same. Like we're not getting.
I'm gonna lock the answer in 40 billion.
You think we're gonna be at?
I don't think we're getting anything
10.8 billion.
it. Well, as far as like prices go and stuff, I don't think we're gonna see enough of anything to. Like I think we're gonna go through Scarlet and Violet and still just have $230 boxes on the English side.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you think prices
until
are
the
gonna
next
stay
generation?
big now?
I think
So
it's
you
just
no
gonna-
longer think it's gonna correct?
think it's gonna.
You
correct.
guys were saying before it was going to
I could
correct
see
within
I
the
could
year,
see
right?
1 or 2 boxes on Pokemon Center, like at the end of the era, still lingering, maybe, right? Something like that.
Okay.
The same way Sword and Shield did at the end of the era, you had Brilliant Stars
Yeah.
and Silver Tempest still. So I could see something like that
Astral
happening.
Radiance.
But I also think that I don't know. I think it's how many sets we got left is kind of late. Like how much?
Well, I was going to say that we thought the sets were almost done. Remember recently we were like, when we were talking about how many sets are left beyond
Japanese is
Team
a different
Rocket
story.
or whatever. But all right, we had the Team Rocket set, and then we have the megas that are coming out. We have that other set that's going to come out that features Greninja. We have the Rocket set that just came out.
I hope it
The
gets
black and white
I
set.
hope we get
Black and white
color
set. So that's
boxes.
like 3 sets, 4 sets,
Yeah, I just.
and then the anniversary set.
I mean, do you guys see
That's like
anything
5 sets.
changing?
Like slowing
How
stuff,
I said
something
no.
down?
I said
not
no
gonna
initially
drop
because of the hype.
all the sets, right?
I said the hype of the anniversary set was going to carry it, but all these other sets are pretty good sets too. So
I don't think they've missed at all with Scarlet and Violet.
Overproduction would fix that. So if they overproduce any set, yeah, maybe
I just feel like
that would.
the situation's going to remain the same throughout Scarlet and Violet's entirety. Like it's not gonna.
You don't think they're going to be able to print more, or they don't want to print more?
I just don't think they're gonna go.
No,
back and
I
do
think
that.
they've been printing up until now, and they're
Yeah.
about to release the floodgates.
I think they've been
Yeah,
putting out what they can, but I don't see it. I don't
think
know.
about this. How happy are they that we're showing them the data that
floodgates
right
of
now is
what,
the
though?
perfect time? Because right now it's perfect with the amount of demand versus the amount of supply in the market. They're king.
151
They're
and
at the
before
best
is
position.
2 years and older. So it's like I don't know. I just don't. They could drop a select amount of sets, and that would have an effect. But I don't see like. I just think the majority of Scarlet and Violet's gonna stay expensive.
I agree
Just
because
me.
we're in the good
I don't know.
block.
English wise.
I definitely think they can print everything. They can. So what they do end up reprinting is going to be impacted, obviously, but I mean, it
Dude,
does
like when they,
go back up eventually.
yeah, when they've done it in the past, and they reprinted something, and it goes down a little bit, but then it gets eaten up super quick.
Maybe I could see.
Like the market right now is just like unrelentless. It's just eats it up super quick, and then the price goes back up with.
Like maybe
Yeah, I don't know.
Paradox and Journey Together still on Pokemon Center.
Your daddy's still here. What's up?
Dude, I
Journey
got the
Together
perfect
and
analogy.
one
I got a
other
perfect
set.
analogy. Check this out. You have a classroom filled with 30 kids, and you got 2 large pizzas that got delivered to your classroom, and you have to split that amongst the kids. The problem is the 2 large pizzas equal 16 slices. No matter how you cut it, you're going to have half of the classroom that's going to go hungry. So you call the pizza man and you say, bring me 1 more pizza. But 1 more pizza is only half of that 16, which means you get 8 more slices, which means there's 24 slices, but there was 30 people that wanted to eat. No matter what, you're still going to have people that are left over that are still clamoring and saying, we need more, we need more. But now the pizza parlor is closed and you can't call for more pizza. So those 6 people will forever have wanted that slice of pizza. So the next opportunity they get to get some pizza, they're going to jump on it. But now they don't want 1 slice of pizza. They want 2 slices of pizza. Because for the longest, they remember everybody was happy with their slice of pizza. And now they're going to get as much pizza as they can get because they remember they didn't get any. Imagine that with Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just spread
Yeah,
out to
I
everyone.
mean, yeah.
Well, the difference
Supply
I
and
would say is that you keep getting offered all these different specialty freaking toppings on your damn pizza. So by the time you end up getting all your slices of pizza, it's just this mesh of different ingredients all put together with bread underneath.
Dorian said we're at
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hungry now.
we're at 10
But I mean,
sets, 15 technically.
You get it, right? Because the
Mhm.
initial print is the big one. The initial one's always the big one. If that never satisfied the market, how the fuck is the reprint going to satisfy it? The reprint's always going to be tiny. The reprint's a baby. The
Well, that's what
reprint,
I mean.
even if it's a massive
151
reprint,
had that.
you will never have more than the initial run. It's a reprint. You're asking for more.
Yeah.
You're asking for reinforcements, not for an initial army. The initial army rolled out. It gave you all its resources. Now you're asking for the reinforcements, the reprint. Like,
And
it's
then
going to be
maybe the
less.
demand is like artificially inflated because then people are like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get it because the first print was so,
Yep.
printed under demand that I'm got to get this next one. So I got to buy as much as I can, maybe more than I originally intended to get because I'm scared I'm not going to, they're not going to print more. And then it just artificially inflates demand even further. That FOMO.
Yep. And it repeats itself every time. We go through this every single time.
Yeah, right? It's just,
My attitude
It's
lately is
so
I don't want
bad.
anything.
It's so bad we have YouTubers saying it's going to go up and down at the same time.
And nobody
Right?
knows what the
Yeah.
fuck they're talking about either.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees that.
If
Yeah,
it
it's just
goes
it's
down,
like people are
I'll
just
buy
back
it.
and forth,
If it
saying the
doesn't,
same exact thing, using the same exact data to justify it too. Like it's crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But we could say, theoretically speaking, as it's hot, it's going to continue going up. It's going to go down when the market dries up, when everything cools down, but it depends on how long you're in the market. As long as the market keeps going up and it's hot, if you jump in right now and you just put in a shit ton of money, you're going to make your money back. You just got to get out before it dies.
Well, it's like,
And there's a lot of people that do that. They don't stay here for 10, 20 fucking years. They're going to be here for 3, 4 months. They're going to be here for 8, 9 months. And that's it. This was but a blink to them. Then they move on to Labubus. Then they move on to fucking Funko Pops. Then they move on to sneakers. They move on to other shit. Like that interview that you just sent us, iFOMO, about that
it's
one
so
guy
good.
who interviewed resellers. Or was it iFOMO or Shug? One of
No,
you
it was
guys
iFOMO.
sent us.
shout out
So I
Oliver.
checked it out. I liked it. It reminds me of Vice stories from back in the day when they interviewed like drug dealers or certain shit. But you know what?
He did good.
If you really look at it, like if you really listen to those resellers, to them, Pokemon is just another product, and they're gonna jump on something else. One of them brought up they were there for the PS5 hype. They've been there for sneakers, and in other markets, people don't bitch. You pay and you shut up, and you now have your product, and you're happy because you got it, homie. That's how it is.
How did we get here? From
Real
We're
quick,
just
shout
talking.
out
We're
to
shooting the shit. We're just hanging out.
well,
I'm
Real
on
quick,
pills.
forgetting what I'm saying.
I'm
'cause
on
we're yelling
pills.
all over the place.
just shout out to Oliver, Leave No Card Behind. He released a video where he interviews a few scalpers.
Yeah.
It's very good content, and I suggest anyone interested in becoming a member should definitely do so because Oliver also has very good members only content. Wink, wink, shug.
MRBL, what up?
Thanks.
Yeah.
So my
But you get me, like
MRBL, what's up?
like that's the way I see it. Like if it really is like that, expect this hobby to always get hit by scalpers and resellers. Just expect it to be cyclical. Stick around long enough to be here in between those cycles, and that's when it's going to be booming for you as a collector or as a long-term investor. No matter what, Pokemon makes enough, so you will eventually get your slice of pizza. And yes, when you get your slice of pizza, make sure you get 2 or 3 because you will have to wait another long time before you get
Well
to eat
said.
again, baby.
my thoughts
Well
are like,
said.
if it drops, I'm gonna pick it up,
Bars.
and then if it just stays where it's at, and no sign of it dropping, I'll just pick it up. It's just I gotta want it enough to actually, I don't know, to go in on it.
Yeah, I get that. But I think that's good advice what Baze said about like if you're in here and you really truly like Pokemon, wait it out. The scalpers will leave when the money's not here and the market's bearish, and then make sure you have capital saved up. Don't just be buying stuff, FOMOing into stuff as you go, because you never save up money.
Yeah,
Save up money,
I
get
gotta
ready for that moment when the market is or the like products available and you can buy. You get extra, like he said, get an extra slice or two. So that way, when it goes back up, you could sell into it, and then you can afford other things in times like this where there's everything's expensive.
I got a little story, and this is not a long story. Now, I'm not gonna say who this person
Prove it.
was, but it's someone that I know very, 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 very well. And this person likes to collect Pokemon cards and open Pokemon cards. And this person loves Charizard. And when the Charizard UPC came out, this person originally wanted those Charizard UPCs,
Yeah.
except they were being sold for $200 to $300 during the pre-order sale period. I remember that. because the price—that's what the price was. If you would go to GameStop, they would charge you 200 and something bucks to pre-order the Charizard UPC before it came out. Then the UPCs came out, and you could not get them anywhere because everybody scooped them up. But then the UPCs kept coming out, and then they were in the shelves everywhere, and nobody wanted them because they were too expensive. They were 120 bucks MSRP. Well, those Charizard boxes dropped all the way to $100 or $110, and this was like at
80.
Target. You get me?
Yeah.
And this person was able to purchase, I don't know, 40 of those boxes at those prices.
Mm-hmm.
It went well for that person. Those boxes are way up.
Yeah, but that's
It was a really cheap way to get packs at that time. I'm just saying, like,
it's a
that
little
person was
gamble in
able to get them.
itself, though,
They
'cause
waited.
you're hoping.
You get me? They waited.
Are they
were
like
able to get 'em.
$300 now? Those UPCs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because nobody wanted it, right?
Yeah.
I always wanted them.
So we won't name
Well, I
who
mean,
that person
yeah.
was, but
Charizard.
that person loves Charizards and Pikachus a lot. That's all I'm gonna say.
And that was the first UPC, right? The like
No, it
ever.
wasn't. No, it wasn't. The
No?
Celebrations UPC was first.
We had the Zacian or the
Oh,
silver.
so it was the
There was
second
the Sword and
UPC.
Shield UPC. Yeah.
Oh,
There was
okay.
there was the Celebrations UPC, a Sword and Shield UPC. There was one for, I think, Hidden Fates. It had
Oh,
a
never mind.
Rayquaza statue.
Okay.
Yeah, there was that UPC. There's been obviously the 151, the Greninja UPC, the Terrapagos UPC.
Yeah, they're milking it these
There's
days.
been quite a few.
Yeah.
But,
I can't get
yeah,
anything in
like,
these packs.
What are you looking for the sumo? Is that just a golden sumo?
Oh, not the sumo. This is the Heatwave Arena. Sorry, I'm just going back and forth.
Swapping.
Yeah, I'm
Hidden Fates was the
want to get a
first.
hit. I want to get a hit for the chat.
Slug
that'd be
monkey.
sick.
Nope,
Let's end it on a banger.
Damn.
nothing.
Are those loose packs or a box?
Loose packs. I got probably 200.
Holy shit.
Noise.
But yeah,
Just a ripple?
Oh, and remember, everybody, cats are life.
just
Meow.
to rip. Yeah,
Cats
cats are life. Meow. I love the meow last time you do meow. That's good.
Chat, what you
Gotta
guys
represent
buying?
Nikita and Lilith.
What you got? What you guys thinking?
What was it?
I was just asking
Oh.
chat what they've been buying.
Can you say meow
If
one more
anything.
time? Nikita's looking at the phone. Just say meow one more time. I wanted to capture her attention. She likes it.
Get your ass, dude.
All right, one more pack. What have I been buying? Nothing. Just I guess black and white boxes, and then the rocket cases.
Pull up eBay.
Oh, did you already start receiving them?
No, I mean I paid for them, but they're not. So like 6 of them are coming in October, and then 4 of them I think are gonna be here in January.
Yeah.
Next January. It's wild, right? Pre-ordering Pokemon cards a year out almost. Well, not a year. It's like 7 months.
But it's good to know they're coming.
They are. I got the confirmation email, so they're definitely coming.
I do that with One Piece.
Hey. Nah, it's psyched me out.
Mabastiff.
I grabbed a couple Marnies, a couple Meowth cards that like you got should.
What
Nice.
Meowth cards?
Some Pika promos with the Giovanni. Crystal Tower.
Oh,
A
okay.
couple of those.
Yeah. Dude, this thing got an 8 from ARS. I can't believe it got an 8.
Tinkatons from Paldea.
So dark.
That looks pretty clean,
It's
though. Those
it's
ARs.
off-centered, but ARS doesn't care about the centering. So like I've been looking at this card. I'm like, I don't know what caused it to get an 8.
Do they give you a report?
Close up with an
You don't get a
LED
report.
light. Maybe it has a little ding in it.
A little dent.
hole.
Maybe. But I've been looking at it forever and I didn't see it.
You know how the angle of your card eventually like shines like really brightly when you angle it a certain way? Try that. Where you can kind of see the gloss and then it's very easy to see the surface condition.
Yeah, I'll have to I'll have to look at it because I've tried it and I don't see it, but maybe I haven't looked with that bright light before, so maybe I'll try that later.
Do you guys
I've
think?
Anyway,
been
it's a good looking card.
bro. I'm like, how the
You got it in
hell?
English? In English?
Oh, sweet.
In
Oh, that's
English?
nice.
That looks good.
Yeah, but it got an 8. I have no idea why. And like
I
literally,
think it
like
got a 6.
there's. I think I'm just gonna have to resend it, bro. I have the worst luck when it comes to tops. Like I'm talking PSA 2s, and the cards were mint.
Damn.
Oh, I got a question, guys. Check this out. So you know that Chansey that I got a CGC 10 on?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
The one from original base set? I have the rest of the pack, and I'm thinking about just grading the rest of those cards. If the Chansey did good, I'm thinking the rest of them might be pretty decent. They might be well. They're still in the pack. You know how I store
Send them
my
to
cards back in the
CGC.
pack and stuff? Yeah, so I might do that. I think that might be a play. I could grade the rest of the pack and sell it low-key. I just need the chance.
I think, is that unlimited?
Yeah, it's base set unlimited.
I think
And I
those
hit a couple of starters, I think. I think I hit a Charmander in it.
I think those commons do.
Oh yeah,
very
it's
well.
grade that for sure.
Yeah. Even the
Yeah.
energy cards
Maybe
do
pull out
good.
some shit.
The energies and PSA 10s on it, they do pretty decent. So I'm like, fuck it. Like, might be worth it. I don't know.
Just wait on PSA for a little bit because right now they're charging like $19 a card.
Dude,
$19.99.
is it 19.99? Because
Yeah.
I think Cardboard Robot just got a return and it was like 28 or 29 per card for bulk submission. But that might be including shipping when you consider that.
What?
Or maybe got an upcharge because certain cards were a lot more expensive in a 10. They upcharge sometimes for that.
Maybe.
Through who?
That would have been a lot of cards though.
Cardboard Robot?
Well, through
He
like
submits with PSA.
Is he a middleman?
Like, I think he has a PSA, like, account and he, like, submits everything through his account. But I don't know. Like, I'm just saying I think. Like, I know he grades cards. Like, and then before he grades it, he does, like, a little pre-grading checkup and shit.
What,
like,
saying does he
he'll
grade for
clean
other
up your
people?
card and shit, you know?
all the time? Does he grade for other people?
Yeah, he grades for other people. Yeah, so
That must be a built-in price.
Yeah.
If
His little extra fee for his work.
yeah, because he didn't show you the receipt and
yeah,
it
he
was
showed the
like,
receipt.
oh yeah,
He
each
posted the
slab was like
receipt.
$25.
Yeah, he did. That's why he posted it.
It
He
was
posted the
bulk.
receipt from PSA, and
Why would
and
it
it showed it was bulk, and it showed the amount of cards on the submission. That's why I'm saying, like, he usually posts the receipts for everything. He doesn't charge up, like, he doesn't charge you a fee or nothing. Like, that's what he wants to do. Like, that's what he likes to do.
Well, that's $17 for bulk, right?
I thought it was 19 for bulk. 19.99. Because I just sent a sub with like 54 cards that was 19.99 each.
And then how much do you pay for shipping?
Standard like $5.
For
5 to
the
7
whole thing?
bucks.
Just the
Yeah,
regular
Just for the whole
depends.
package?
It just depends on the weight, but because you're sending them not graded, they're very light. So you can get away with just putting like a pound or two.
And what about return shipping? How much is that?
That's built in. And that PSA builds it into the price. And I don't know exactly how much they charge for return shipping because it's built into the total price that they charge.
Yeah, $18.99 for bulk, and value bulk's 20. Value is
How many
25.
cards minimum?
20 minimum, right?
Yeah,
The fuck is this? An auto.
Those pop stars or something?
They're wrestlers. They're female wrestlers.
Oh, interesting.
Let me see if I could find it. Give me a second, guys.
You guys, I don't know, like a lot of the Spicy Boys Discord guys, they've been sent it with CGC just because of turnaround times. I didn't think, like, I don't know, I've never sent to CGC. I have CGC slabs, but how do you guys feel about that, like, for flipping?
Churn and burn, baby. Whatever works. I only haven't done it because I have never graded with CGC and I don't know their standards.
Same for me. Yeah, same with me. I'm scared to, like, it's the initial, like, starting it. I don't know.
I'm always the kind of guy that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But at the same time, I should be a good business person and get involved with other grading companies for sure.
What
Hey,
how long's your
you
PSA
guys
taking
take a
you?
look at the message? The message for this chat room. I sent the pictures for that grading submission I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
So just click on that little text bubble right here in this voice room, and you'll see that message. So that's why I'm like, how does that work?
He might not have the membership. Now that I'm thinking about
That's
it,
expensive.
If he only sent 10 cards,
But it's a receipt from PSA, so how does he not have a membership if that receipt is from PSA directly?
because you don't have to have one, you can just
Well,
send to him.
You don't?
no,
That's with like shipping and insurance, though. You got to account for shipping and insurance.
That's why I was asking about all those other things, how much they cost.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
I did ask about it, right?
It depends on the value. So it depends on the value of the card too. That if you put in the declared value, that's why I declare my cards normally lower value, just so I don't have to pay as much as like for the insurance.
All right, but you see
If
what
it's
I
just
mean,
like
though,
whatever cards.
or nah? Like that's how much it was per card.
Yeah, but he only
29
sent
bucks
10.
a card.
So what's the
Oh, maybe
where
that's
they
another
price?
reason.
He didn't make the limit, the 20 card
Yeah.
limit, so they upcharged him for that. That's the only
Yeah.
reason, I think. I think he is a PSA member, though. Obviously, because.
But he has a bunch of orders, so could it be that he sent it in before it changed the limit? Because I heard that the limits were changed recently, where they made it to where you have to send more cards in.
No, it's still 20. You just gotta pay more.
I think that's a different grading company.
Or
I
a
think
different
one of
grading
them
company?
changed to 30 cards. I think it was CGC.
I'm
Oh,
not sending
I don't know.
CGC.
I'm asking. Yeah, I'm not stating like hard facts right now. This is just conversation. But
Yeah.
either way, what I'm saying is like for 10 cards, it was 29 a card. That's kind of fucking expensive. And like if you don't get that grade you need to hit that value, like that could add up real quick, right? For like
The Ultraman?
That's the
Yeah.
problem. And
That's the
why,
tricky part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's why I send so much, like 30, 35 cards, typically about 50% of them 10. On
Mhm.
an off time that they don't all 10, maybe it's like 75% of them don't 10. But
Yeah.
the idea is that you play this very calculated. You're playing like a chess game with your submissions. So you're sending some expensive cards. So if those 10, those will kind of take care of your whole submission. And then
Yeah.
whatever else is, profit in your pocket. If you play the game right, but it's tough sometimes.
I love
Yeah.
the sunglasses, Mark.
Hmm?
You just gotta wear those the whole stream.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
But with
right?
that being said, your submissions are never $18 or $19, right? Because there's the insurance, because there's the shipping to them, the return shipping.
I
Like
think as long as it's under the guarantee, like for bulk, they insure up to $100 or $200. I think. I think it's 100 actually.
yeah.
So as long as you don't declare the card under, over $100, you're fine. It shouldn't.
But
And the
there's
shipping
always
doesn't go to
people
them,
saying
it
they
goes to the
upcharge you,
post
right?
office.
Because they catch it as well.
Yeah, but the shipping you can send yourself. You can either have them make the label for you, or you can create the label yourself. And it's cheaper if you create the label yourself. The return shipping, that they do take care of. But actually, I was looking at the price, and they didn't charge me anything for insurance and shipping back to me. They only charged me the
Just going
last.
there.
Well,
Yeah, just going there, and then the
Yeah.
$17.99 for each card, and then in the last submission, it was $19.99 per each card.
this is why I ask about shipping. I've only graded one card through CGC in person, right? So if I would have graded it at the event in person in time to receive it back in person, I would not have had to pay for shipping. I dropped it off in person, but I had to pay for return shipping because I remember there was a shipping cost associated with my grading order through CGC. So that's why I'm like, well, PSA should be the same, where you can go to a show and drop off your cards in person, but you have to pay return shipping because they're going to give it back to you after. Most of the time, they don't have like they do sometimes do like a grade at the show, receive it back, but there's a lot of shows where they just do drop off submissions and you have to pay for the shipping for return. So I'm like, all right, when that's broken down and calculated, what's the true formula? So one could say for every card you send in that's $18,
18 people watching.
you're gonna pay this much in shipping. Because if shipping is weight based or is it
Well, you're paying
by the amount of
shipping
cards
for
based?
anything you ship anywhere. So it's like you're gonna have to pay that regardless. Like it's your box that you're shipping, you're gonna have to pay for it. That's like kind of with anything, right?
And PSA, I think they put a standard. They give you the highest tier, so it'll cover everything. Doesn't matter how much it weighs.
Yeah, UAP just said it. He just said what FOMO said pretty much. Is the person didn't meet the minimum amount of cards, and that's why they were charged the 29. Because you have to have 20 for bulk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the idea is send 20 cards or more, and you won't be up to.
And then, like you said, send one that you know can cover the cost of the submission fees at least.
Yeah.
It cost you what what is it? 20 times $20 is 400, right? Yeah. Send a card that gets you close to that amount. Hopefully, if in theory, if you 1 or 2 cards that can cover that.
Wait.
And then you could keep some and sell some for profit.
10 Japanese cards that cost you 50 total that you can sell a 10 for 50 on each of them. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$400.
Yeah, usually I only send like 1 or 2. I mean, in the past, sometimes it changes by submission, but sometimes it's all stuff I'm just gonna flip. And then other times it's like I'll send 1 or 2 collecting like pieces in the submission that I know I'm gonna keep these cards. Like the ARS submission, I knew like I was gonna keep the Charizard, but everything else is gonna go get sold. Hopefully, if people will buy ARS slabs, we'll see.
I'll talk to
Yeah, I've reached out to a couple people to see if they'll run them on a stream. So they're gonna get back to me because they have like a team of people. It's not just one person in the stream.
You ought to reach out to Dama. He does his lucky bags.
Oh, I didn't even think about him. That's a good point.
Auction slabs and stuff.
Dama's kind of MIA right now.
Yeah, I forgot he had that family stuff going on.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
He's still on Discord and he's still doing that stuff, but more low key, just because he doesn't have time. But
He's still doing his bags for like certain high rollers, no? Like certain high roller customers, he's still willing to do like certain limited things. Yeah.
Yeah, that high roller bag was probably one of the best ideas he had, and it came at such a perfect time because it was right before all this gambling started popping off.
Mm-hmm.
So it just was played so perfectly. It ended up working out well.
Oh, by the way, it's Sunday over here now. We've officially crossed over midnight.
It's 2:00.
Yeah, we gotta end it soon. I gotta get off soon.
Yeah, no kidding. I think
it's been a good talk, but I gotta get going.
Yeah, my parents are looking at me funny.
Well, this week, in case anybody's wondering, I know you guys are wondering. I'm not gonna go live this week. Still, I still need another week. I think I need another
take
week,
your time.
maybe 2 tops. But I think maybe just one more week. We'll see how it goes the week after. I might return the week after that. But this week, Eddie G from Base Showcase will not be live streaming at all on my channel. I'm still taking some time to heal up, but doing much better this week compared to last week. I'll give y'all that.
Eddie,
that's good.
How far away are you from LA?
I am in LA.
How far away from you are the riots?
Oh, the riots are only like 25 minutes to 45 minutes away, depending on which route I take.
That's crazy.
They're far enough to where I'll see it coming. I ain't worried about
downtown?
it. The riots are in like the heart of LA right now. Yeah. It's in the heart of LA. Yeah, I'm not near metropolitan LA.
How do you guys feel
I'm in
about
LA
that,
County.
being Hispanic?
You get me? I don't give a fuck.
I didn't even know it was a thing. I don't even watch the news anymore.
Like, this is what I see. Hey, hot take.
I don't either. I watch
I
Asmongold.
have my shit in order. I have my shit in order. I have nothing to worry about. If there's a raid, they're gonna detain me, and then they're gonna let me go because I'm here the proper way.
Yeah, I wasn't meaning like they're coming to get you. I just meant like overall.
But hear this. You're right. I've been here almost my whole life, but I went through a point in my life where I did have to worry about those raids. I did have to worry about being caught up as a child. Initially, when I came over.
How do you guys feel?
I don't have to worry about it now.
Birthright stuff.
But you get me? Like, that's a touchy subject. I do think if you're born here, you're kind of you're a citizen. It's kind of fucked to like lose that later because it's been like around for a minute, you know.
I don't necessarily agree with that. It's kind of like if you made it if you made it,
They're trying to
they
take
get
people's
caught-
stuff away.
Well, they're
they're
trying
to
to
take
do
away
away
the
with
birthright citizenship if your parents aren't
Oh
citizens.
wow.
Maybe
That's
wild.
crazy.
I doubt it'll
I
go,
think that's crazy.
but-
I think that's an overreach, bro. Straight up. But like,
Yeah, that's
like
quite,
with
that's
the other
crazy.
thing, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm just saying if
20
you
people,
know you're
we made
doing
it to
something
20.
wrong, you know what the consequences are. You know what the risk
illegal
is.
is illegal,
you know
right?
that they can get you.
But,
yeah.
but I'm also for
So
catch me if you fucking can, right? But
Yeah,
of
right.
course, not terrorists and shit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
all that.
But yeah, I'm not one of those people that's like crying about it, and I'm not like, oh, like this is the most horrible thing, because I don't think it's the most horrible thing. I don't think it's inhumane. They're not going around shooting random people in the street. They're not doing that. They're not. That would result in people acting up. It's like they're doing everything legally. Like they're
Right.
doing it by the book.
I gotta go, guys.
Yeah, let's
I'll
go.
see you guys later.
Yeah.
I appreciate all the
Hey,
chat and
now you
everybody
can
that
talk
came
about
in
this.
here. Appreciate talking to
Yeah,
you guys.
21 people
I'll
now.
see you later.
Thank you,
It was,
guys.
it was a good chat.
So I blame you.
See you next week.
See ya. Guys,
Later,
everybody,
everybody.
calling it. Love you guys. We'll be here next Saturday. We're gonna try to play
Next
some
Saturday,
games
9
and shit
p.m.
too.
Pacific Standard Time.
I'm gonna convince these guys to do something.
Well, iFOMO,
Not
did
yet.
you respond? How do you
Hmm?
feel about it as a Hispanic individual?
Bro,
Did you respond?
whatever I say is gonna be used against me in a court, so I'm not gonna even comment on that shit.
Heard that.
Uh,
I kind of know your
everybody.
feelings on it. Yeah.
Yeah, you already
Hey,
know.
Base Showcase gets canceled after this one. Watch.
Yeah, completely defunded. Jeez.
Love you guys. Later, you.